Hey, what's up, Kel? What's going on, man? That guy got beat up was a German, bro. It wasn't that dude. It was a German, bro. It wasn't that guy, man. He got beat up. The Jopian beach guy, whatever his name is. Good God. Get out here. Yeah, it's all right, bro. But I gotta see the haircut of that guy. Oh yeah, there we go. We gotta stench this out here. That's it. Yeah. All right, all right. All right. Yeah, get those dirty clothes there. That's it. Yeah, good, good. Yeah. This stuff's expensive, bro. I can't believe they have it laying around, my room was starting to stink. Anyway, I don't feel that good today, boys. Maybe that's why I couldn't pull up that live stream today. I wasn't feeling 100%. But hello, sir. Wasn't feeling 100%. All right. All right. Anyway, we're going for a walk. We have nothing else to do, bro. Yeah, I don't think I could drink today. I must have food poisoning or something going on, bro. Out here. Yeah, it's a little fucked up, It's a little bit sick. I don't know what it is. A little bit sick. I went for the walk. I went to the beach twice in a row. I just feel like sick, Maximus, what's going on, Maximus, out there in what's it called? McCullough, bro. You out there with the Geo, Maximus? I saw you on that the honeybee or the honeydew or whatever guy's channel is. Honeybee. Out there in McCullough, hanging out with Geo. I know you're hanging out with Geo, bro. Come on, man. Just get out there and say you're a Geo fan, boy, bro. Just like, man, I gotta go down to McCullough and hang out with my bro Geo. Why not, bro? Go have my band boy Geo. Of course, we copy the best, bro. Actually, I have nothing else to do, bro, because I don't feel that good. I wanted to go drink tonight and get that girl from that bar, that 24-year-old, bro. But I just feel I need to stay around my room, bro, in case I have to, go to the bathroom, bro. I didn't run back here and go to the bathroom, bro. Whatever, Magneto's going on. Yeah, it's hanging out here, man. There's nothing else to do. Actually, I'm copying more Ben Newton Chronicles. You did Ben Newton Chronicle, you would see him walking around here all over the place, You see him walking around here all over the place, saying, just waiting for a donor, waiting for a donor to drop, waiting for a donor to drop. You have a donor, cannot. Who knows if there's a donor coming, It's like a slot machine. You can be a hero or 0, 3-star. Yeah, well, it's cheap, bro. I got it 3 weeks for $400, bro. 3 weeks for $400. What do you want me? What do you want? What do you want? It's very nice. It's clean. This whole area is clean. There's no crime. They have really good food in this area. You got a beach. You got the bay. You got seafood market. You got everything here, bro. You got Starbucks. You got a supermarket. You got everything here, bro. Including this trash. You got everything here. What else do you want, bro? $100 flight one way. $400 for 3 weeks. Listen, man, you live where I live, man, Dowie City, Philippines, in a $200 a month room. Yeah, my whole goal is to travel or to stay in that room 10 days a month and then travel 20 days. All right, that's my goal. So that's what I try and do. 20 days, 10 days in a room, 20 days on the road, bro. That's my plan. And part of that plan is saving money, bro. I mean, I always want to save money, especially now. I found out I have expenditures now I have to do. Before I didn't have any expenditure, I was doing okay. I mean, of course I'm doing okay, but you just I found out I got to do stuff now. So I mean, it's just you got here. One of the things you want to do is get quality vacation, a quality experience over the quantity. I mean, you want to get out here, and then it's just like a girl, bro. You want the quality or the quantity. For example, the girl, from the girl I talked to the other day, she wants to hook up, and then I was on Tinder and I talked to another girl, and then this girl's like, yeah. There's no customer. I'll do anything, I said, okay, well, that's interesting. You'll do anything, and no customer. And then she comes text me back. She goes, yeah, you give me one week, you give me 25,000 baht. I'm like, what, 25,000 baht? I was like, you're blocked. Jesus, man. Like, I'm sorry, aren't you like old or something? A granny? I mean, I ain't paying no granny 25,000 baht for a week, bro. Sorry, I'm not that bad off, bro. I'm not that bad off, bro. I can handle, I can do something else than paying a granny 25,000 for a week, bro. Backdoor Benny, oh my God, is he losing it, Sand Groper? God, I don't have time for all this. Oh my God, so much construction, bro. This construction noise, bro. Jesus, it used to be so peaceful here, bro. Now it's loud as hell. What's up, Braves? What's going on, man? Braves, we're out here in a Wallway, Phuket. So we're in Phuket, Thailand at the south end. Down here, I don't feel that good. I got something going on. It's like some food poisoning or something, bro. Anyway, I was supposed to get that girl tonight. I was going to see if I can find her. That hot 24-year-old from the live stream last week. And what's up, stand-up boy? Are you superstar traveler? Looks like you, Brevis. Standing on the bike, trying to be a superstar. I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar traveler. Barron Trump, that's right, Barron Trump from 2000. Barron Trump's going to be in power 70 years. So what's the dates on that? 70 years. So 2028 to 2050. 2078. 2028 to 2078, bro. It's Barron Trump president, bro. Steve Bannon said the other day on a show that Trump is running for a third term, guaranteed, bro. Guaranteed. President Trump 2028, Jesus. That guy is a machine, bro. That guy's he's almost as good as Frank Battaglia in his live streams, coming on every day and giving us the greatest hate stream, in the history of the genre, bro. I mean, we're going to all miss Frank. Brevis, of course, and his beautiful girlfriend, they would listen to Frank and go to sleep. A lot of people use Frank as a sleep machine with their Bluetooth speaker at night. We're going to miss him. Oh, well. Here today, gone tomorrow. Bye-bye, Frank. Here's a beautiful swing here. If you ever want to get on a swing and with your honey, hang out here with your honey. I can get out of here. Yeah, Trump is one of a kind. Yeah, very high energy, bro. There's no way I can sit there and do all that, bro. Sit there every day and get yelled at by the press, and then find out your defense secretary is like leaking stuff on Signal app because he wants to be a show off. I mean, You know that's what's going on. Peace headset, bro. He's all, yeah, look, bro, we're gonna bomb these. We're gonna bomb these ragheads in Yemen. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's do some bombing on these ragheads. You know, he's all like on the E4B. You know, modified 747-200 from 1970. To, yeah, let's get on Dingle up and tell all my friends we're gonna bomb some ragheads. Come on, everyone. And then, they forgot they had a reporter from the Atlantic, Jeffrey Goldberg, on there. Jesus, man. Oops. Anyway, look at this beautiful view, everybody. Beautiful view out here. Let's take a look here with the zoom. This is why we're out here, Brevis. We're just out here enjoying our moment. I mean, listen, man. If you live in the Philippines, you live in Cebu, you live in the Philippines. It's a moment to look at all the people eating their food out here. See that? Got the people eating their food. They got the water. They got the boats down there. You know, people are having fun. Yeah, Patel. Did you see him in the committee hearing, bro, yesterday? He's all, Director Patel, what's your plan of action for this classified information on the Signal Lab? I heard about it, bro. I'll be right on it, bro. We're on it. I'm on it. Come on, man. Oh my God. At least they follow what President Donald J. Trump says, bro. Thank God we got a bunch of yes men and shit inside the cabinet, bro. That's where I'm eating tonight, boy. Big Boys Burger Club. Last night I had a burger. Man, that's what got me sick. I got a burger from I tried something new, bro, and that's why I'm paying the price. You know, so why not do another burger? I had a burger last night, bro. Wagyu beef, bacon with blue cheese. You know, a crappy little French fry and a side order of onion rings, bro. And then, of course, you know, I feel like icky today. You know, I felt like icky. You know, icky. I feel like icky today. You know, I want to get some Starbucks, bro. Man, that'll brighten me up. The little man. Whoop, whoop, doo. Ross Rome's what's going on, man? Yeah. Thank God we got a lot of people in there, but they're all the yes man, you know. That Pam Bundy, bro. How hot is she, bro? She's single. You know, a hot blonde attorney general of the United States, bro. I mean, she's just so beautiful and sexy, and you know, she's on Fox News more than she's on Fox News 8 hours a day, bro. I mean, you gotta love it, bro. What are you gonna eat there in Bacolod, Maximus? You're gonna go to Jollibee. Do they have? You can go to SNR, bro, and go to SNR there across the street from the SM, and go get some food there. Get a pizza, whatever, bro. Whatever. Get that. You know, get it. Whatever. This here, bro. I usually don't come here, bro, but I'm trying to change things up. Look, nobody here, bro. Wow, it must be expensive here at Starbucks, huh? Hello, Ricky. Ricky, take mocha frap vente. Mocha frap. Vente, yes, please. Whipped cream on top, yes. Whipped cream on top. For Fat Ricky, $2.05 only. How much is that in dollars? Whatever. Who cares? Somebody will send a super chat. Somebody will send a super chat, bro. That's all I know. Sit that there. $2.05 only. Yeah, I don't have any change. I don't have change. Yeah, anyway, I've been saving my money, Remus, you know, for going out to meet the ladies. But my name got a little. Anyway, Cheap Charlie unsubscribed from my channel. He had enough of the antics, you know, the Thailand antics. $6. $6. No wonder this place is empty, bro. God. This better be the best tasting mocha frap I've ever had for $6 in Thailand. For $6 a mocha frap, bro. My lunch $7. Everything expensive, bro. Prices are going up. Whatever. I don't care, bro. I don't care about the money. Because the money just grows on trees. It's called super chat. Somebody will send money eventually, bro. Somebody will send money, bro. Shh, let me see here. My bankroll, bro. My bankroll. My bankroll, bro. You think I can get any girls in this, bro? Oh, I got you. Don't throw my cup. My cup dirty. Dirty cup. Dirty cup. Anyway, Jonathan, our StreamYard's video and audio quality never good. Really? Sorry, I'll try to reset. I really liked I like that expose of your brother, by the way. Did you see that, bro? The man, one of the, they had a list, a list of all the people in the background. You see that, bro? I'm serious, bro. They had like the people behind the background that don't get any press, or they're not on social media. They're just behind the scenes and everything. Mm-hmm. That was pretty hilarious. Anyway. All right, thank you very much. Anyway, here we are. Beautiful mocha frap. And I got some heat for getting pastries, bro. First of all, if you're in a place, okay, where they have a bunch of Europeans and you can get pastries, okay, like you can get croissants, chocolate, chocolate stuff, chocolate pastries like from France. You can get pretzels from Germany. You can get American mocha frap. Okay, you go ahead and do it, bro. Because if you live in the Philippines and you're living like a Filipino, or you just live in like in a cheap place or whatever, you can enjoy the finer things in life, bro. Right now, Maximus, if he was in Bacolod and he could have a pizza like I had at the steakhouse, bro, he would get it, bro. You can't get anything like that in Bacolod. Now, if I was you, Maximus, if I was there, I'd go big money. I would go down tonight to that, red zone, bro. The red zone down there in Bacolod, bro. They have those bars, bro. Woo! There's that one bar, bro. It's the bar on the end. There's a bar in the end, like in the park plaza or whatever it is. That's where all the hot strippers are, bro. They got some hot strippers there, bro. They got some hot strippers, bro, in that place, bro. You go check it out, bro. Anyway, tell them that that big fat white guy said. But don't worry, we're gonna get up to our Sunshine Shoulders our live stream soon. Sunshine Shoulders, danger, 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 very danger, big danger, danger, danger. Everyone's talking about Calvin and his trip to America, and all the kids that are, cannon fodder for Calvin's kids, bro. Poor kids. The kids that don't deserve all this stuff going on with the community, talking about all the abandoned kids all over the place, and why are you running around having kids all over the place? You can't take care of anybody, bro. What's happening, bro? What's happening? Remember this Phuket, everybody. This is for Jeff Lepard. Got his dick cut off, bro. So you gotta be very careful out here, bro. Anyways, you're taking more of the water out here. Yeah, Bunny Ranch, Bunny Ranch. Yeah, get out there to Bunny Ranch, bro. Yeah, Brian Granville Smith lives large too. Yeah, sure he does. Yeah, it's pretty pathetic. Brian Granville Smith, though, and then he talks like he owns the day. He owns the day. He owns the day. Mm, I keep walking here, but at least he's happy, bro. He's got his son. He's got son. He's got his wife Maricel. You know, Brevis went out there too, man. Brevis, the man of action. He went out to see Brian Granville Smith out there at his ranch, bro. Brevis has been everywhere. Brevis is the MVP, most valuable YouTube player, bro. No doubt about it, bro. Anyway, it's a beautiful night out here. Kristen Sabu. Again, I got sick. So I shouldn't be drinking. You should go see 20 Seconds in Thailand. Yeah, I see him. I know where he lives, bro. I lived in Kamala Beach, bro. I lived in Kamala Beach with my girlfriend, Honey. And, I saw him all the time. I know where he lives. You know, he's just, it is what it is, bro. I know him all the way back, bro. I know him all the way back to the Pussycat, Dark Side Battalion, 2017, bro. 2017, hanging out with Kevin Thailand on Tuesday during the week, trying to get 1,000 baht hookups. After drinking at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, the Dark Side bar, dark bars out there. So I know him way back. He don't like me because he only likes anybody that will send him donations. That means people dumb enough to send him donations. On his Patreon, bro. His Patreon. My God. Yeah. See Big E's back in Da Nang, bro? Dang, he travels fast, bro. That dude travels fast. He's very excited about Frank being deported. We all are. Yeah, he's going to be deported. Well, he's got to be served the paperwork first. For some reason, they can't get the paperwork. He's been deported 31 days now. So as of yesterday, that was 30 days. So he's been deported 31 days now in a wake up. And, they're still waiting for the paperwork. But the big news, of course, is that once he gets the paperwork, the clock starts. Because if you go to our Philippine journey, he's got a story on some American guy in Manila that got in a fight at a casino. And if you look on there, it's the same thing that Frank has. Undesirable alien, threat to the public, threat to society, threat to public interest, overstaying and everything. Frank's the same situation. That's why he's under imminent arrest. Once he gets those papers, he's under threat of arrest, bro. They can't have him out. They can't have him out there. And once he's in the system, he could be in there for a long time, especially if Shaw gets upset and files criminal charges on him. He could be in there for years, just like Barry's situation. So he better do something. And that's leave the country. I think that's what he's going to do, bro. He talked about it. Frank Tech talked about it on other streams that he's going to self-deport. If it comes down to it, he's going to self-deport. And then, they'll just drop the case on Barry. Barry will leave, they'll clean everything up, and then he can come back in a year, bro, Hopefully. He can come back and then just stay off social media, be back with Gilda in the family, and have a peaceful life, bro. That's what he should do. That's what he needs to do. But he's gonna do what he wants. But if he's really sincere about the fourth quarter, then he'll simply clean up, self-deport, clean up. They'll clean up the mess, drop the various charges. Barry will leave. Stay off social media, and then that's the end of it. So. That's right. Frank will be dead if he gets deported. I don't think so, bro. He's been You got the paperwork, but the BI didn't. No, everyone's got the paperwork, bro. Everyone's got to be, again, Shaw, again, Frank Battaglia, chicken choker, to answer your question. Frank Battaglia was assaulting Shaw, saying that she's going to be imprisoned, and he was sitting there doing threat after threat after threat after threat. Okay, they let the BI's been watching what Frank's been doing online. You know, Shaw's lawyer, attorney Ian, got in contact with the BI, and then they're like, "Yeah, he's just completely out of control now. I mean, he's threatening her with prison, blah 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 blah." And they sent out the front page of the deportation. That's what happened, to make her give her peace of mind that she had the front page. So that's what happened. That's what happened. So she got the front page. It got around. Because there's a lot of people that want to help and support her case, and boom, that's it. So, but as far as signatures and all that, I have no idea. I guess when Frank is it, she'll get it. All I know is the clock starts on him when he receives it, because he's going to be arrested if he doesn't leave. So, man, this thing is hot quick, bro. Damn, don't see in the chat. 20 second Rob was a stockbroker. Yeah, I guess maybe. I'm not really sure what he did. It don't really matter. Everyone's here nowadays. The whole world's here now. Every clown, fool, and ding dong is here now on social media, running around, being a blogger, including myself. So we're just having fun out here, bro. We're just having fun, having a good time. Having a nice Starbucks. Again, it's so expensive, no one can afford it. People around the world are having the most hard. People around the world are having big issues with the economic stress. What's happening right now, everybody? It's just difficult. So, how old is Frank? Come on, Ricky. I think you're lying about that, buddy. About what? Why would I lie about it, bro? He was going crazy, talking all this stuff about prison and everything else. So they gave her the front page. Big deal. She's a Filipina. Stressed out over an angry American harassing her, threatening her, and trying to intimidate her. And to go to his lawyer's office in Cebu and file some type of removal or whatever. So she got the front page. So what? Shout out to Ed Sweeney. Ed Sweeney was told by the three women that he's going to be okay, bro. That's great news for Ed Sweeney. You'll be back out here before you know it. I got some of his Bali videos. In my. They sent me some of his Bali videos. He's like, "Oh man, it's so expensive out here. I would never pay all this." Yeah, man, no shit. That's why no one who's dumb enough to go there, bro. Unless you're like rich, He just does, in my opinion, does weird traveling things, But whatever. People are sensitive now. You can't talk about it. You can't talk about what's going on because people flip out. You talk about anything now. Irk. Look how beautiful that looks, bro. What's going on my phone, bro? It's okay. Yeah, it's real funny, bro. The bottom line, he's going to self-deport or go to a jail, bro. He's going to the detention center, bro. I mean, it's one or the other. Perjury on what? For telling the truth? She went to a psychiatrist for months. That psychiatrist went through and listened to all Frank's streams, and then did a psychological report on Frank Taglia's mental assessment. Psychiatrist who treated Shaw then went through and listened to all Frank's videotapes, did an assessment on whether he should be in the country or not, and then made a recommendation to the BI. That's what happened. Among other things. The BI, like I said before, keeps an extensive anybody that's in the country, they get reports. There's people that write blotters. There's people, they get information from people calling in, or Filipinos. Let's say you get mad at a mall, for example, or you're like George and Heidi, you're out there yelling at the Grab driver for the delivery, or it could be anything, but they keep track of everything in the background on these notes that are in the system. And Frank Battaglia of My Philippines Interest had one of the most extensive documentations in the history of anyone ever being looked at with the Department of Immigration. Extensive notes about him and his actions and what he's been doing, and also all the complaints. Everything was in there. It's extensive background, man. So so they had all that even before they even started, bro. Even before the complaint. It was just a matter of someone filing a complaint, make it, doing something bad enough, which of course, again, was the Christmas season 2023 tape. You want a war, you got a war tape. That tape done during the holiday season 2023, when Frank said, "You want a war, Shaw? You want a war? You got a war." That tape took it to the next level as far as Philippine officials and people, Filipinos in the private sector were concerned. That one thing that, of course, he deleted immediately, took it to the next level and took it across the finish line. It was basically third and goal, and he was right on the edge. But when he made that tape, "You want a war, you got a war, Shaw," that took it into touchdown, deportation, Frank Battaglia, going home. I mean, that was it. Anyway, thank you for the super chat for the shake, bro. I didn't get no super chat, bro. That's just fake money, bro. Fake. Yeah, please subscribe to my new channel, Too Fat to Kidnap. Where I will be a victim in Mindanao. Danger in life. Too Fat to Kidnap, life in the red zone. A victim in Mindanao. Help me with a GoFundMe. So we're going to be following the great guidance of the finest e-beggars in the history of the genre. When we're down there, needing assistance through the British the British tabloids, or all these dumb clowns on YouTube that do news stories and everything. I mean, I'll probably even be on George and Heidi's Philippines Annex. I'll probably be in Foreigner asking the Foreigner asking questions. YouTube channel. Why are you so fat but so broke? Oh, she's disgusting, bro. I just couldn't believe I couldn't believe I was watching that damn. I was watching the British interview guy. You know, the British guy down in now. Her interviewing him, and she was so. You know, what was so crazy about Beach Life 42 was she was so jealous. She was so jealous. She was so jealous about, you know, this guy's success in getting donations. I mean, she was like, here we are, we have a convicted felon, Heidi. Here we are, we have a fat lady that's disabled living in a travel trailer, you know, in Angel City, you know, sitting there begging for dog food, cat food, medical funds, and of course, death annuity insurance, bro. I mean, you know, Heidi and George, they're too cheap to get final. I mean, by the way, George and Heidi, anyone can qualify for final burial insurance. I mean, if you really need a $10,000 policy to bury you, I mean, burn you, I mean, make you into ashes, and scatter you all over Walking Street, I mean, Red Street, the restaurant entertainment district. I mean, you know, you can definitely get your own policy, because guess what? There's no underwriting, bro. There's no underwriting in order to get a final death and annuity. Just ask Calvin Sunshine Shoulders, you know, who has a health and life license, who uses it on a defunct business in order to get a paycheck protection loan to build a house in San Carlos City for $20,000 US. I mean, who's now just close to being, you know, detained, you know, just like Cori Bush's boyfriend / bodyguard, who was detained over the weekend for $20,000 of PPP, paycheck protection loan theft, which is, well, guess what? Breaking news: the same amount Calvin's loan was with his paycheck protection loan through this defunct business of 2018 that was closed down. Oh my God. Yeah, brokey burial insurance. You don't need much, bro. Think about it. Think about all the people that have died. You know, look at Fazio. Look at Fazio. We still don't know how much they earned. We don't know where he's buried. You know, we don't know anything, bro. I mean, but you know, thank you guys for burying Fazio and taking care of business. John Blaze, you know, Mike's Philippines Retirement, you know, Philippine Information Channel, you know, all his sycophants. You know, Scott, the retired cop, all the sycophants out there. You know, thank you for burying Fazio, but we don't know how much it costs. I don't have Instagram, bro. Why would I do that? Do I look like I have a face for Instagram? Come on, bro. You think I have a face for Instagram? Look at my nose, bro. I mean, it's terrible, bro. I mean, the whole situation, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do, bro. I obviously had to have plastic surgery, but why do I need it, you know? Why do I need it? I'm just going to have to use that soup machine anyway, and then it's just going to make my nose worse when I get older. Oh my God, I'm going to be so ugly, bro. I can't use Botox because it gets into my eyes. Then my nose is all fucked up because I have to use that CPAP machine. You know, oh, it's just terrible, bro. Terrible. It's kind of sad. Oh, please, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Time out, you, bro. Time out, you, bro. The captain is in good shape. Physical condition. Is a loving Thai wife. You know, they all won, bro. They won, bro. I don't even know why they're even on. I don't even know why they're so concerned about, you know, me and my success out here. But I'm talking about, you know, certain segments of the Thai community. It don't matter anyway, bro. I'm just out here having fun, trying to save money. You know, see if I can hook up with a quality girl. That's all that really matters. Save some money, hook up with a girl, and have some fun. I'm just under the weather today, so I'm just walking around, bro. Anyway, look at this restaurant. This is where we walked the other day. It was dark. So we're in Huawei, Phuket. We're just walking down where these bars and restaurants are. Look how beautiful and nice that is. How sweet. Brokies use their kids to get paycheck protection loans. Yeah, probably. Yeah, did you see that? The small business. You see that from Elon Musk that the SBA, Small Business Administration, has like thousands of loans on kids. So a 9-month-old baby has $100,000 business loan. You see that? You see that shit, bro? There's so much shit going on, bro, about all this fraud, waste, and abuse, bro. It's insanity, bro. It's insanity because just lazy, fat, arrogant freaking federal workers. I mean, these federal workers, just got lazier and lazier and lazier. Again, they just all turned into our Vice President, Kamala Harris. I mean, Kamala Harris simplified what a federal worker has become. Or, you go to work, you do like administrative work from 7 to 9 a.m. You work from 9 to 11. You go to lunch from 11 to 2. You go to lunch, you go shopping and everything. Then you go back home and work from 2 to 4, and then you're off at 4 o'clock. That's what they did. That's what Kamala Harris did to the federal workforce, and that's why they're all so jacked up now. The federal workforce is so jacked up now, bro. It's just, But anyways, they're cleaning it all up. It's going to take many years. It's going to take many years to clean up the work. I mean, the federal government, just like YouTube, bro. It's going to take many years to clean up Philippines and Thailand YouTube community. All the scum and the dirt bags and the losers. Just joking, man. Just joking. Just joking. Oh, beautiful night out here. Oh, the Big Burr. Yeah, the Big Burr. You see the Big Burr at the airport, bro? I got a shout out by the Big Burr, by the way. Big Burr. Big Burr did a shout out to me on a video. Hello to you, Big Burr. Big Burr, Big Dog Strategies. Big shout out. I think he watched the stream when I showed my VA medication. And I think that's what he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is that he's saying he has drugs or whatever that he's going to the airport with. It's just medication from the VA. Okay, that's why he's staying in VA Armed Forces travel hotels to get 30 and 40% discount. That's why he's talking about, oh, my medicine looks the same as your medicine. Sick grandpa, shout out. Yeah, man. Anyways, he got 5,000 views on a video, and he was going crazy in the airport in Cebu. And then he got thrown out, or he had to leave, otherwise they're going to arrest him. And then the next day he went back. He was all calm. Obviously, he medicated before he went out there, bro. Back to the airport. But anyway, then I guess he went to Manila. But it's just like it's just entertainment, bro. It's just entertainment. But we how this goes in this community, bro. They lose their shit, because they're just jealous. They're jealous. They got parked with a girl and they're stuck there with a girl and they can't get out of it. And then this guy's running around running around acting like a clown and getting all the tail. And this, he's young and dumb, having fun, and they just can't handle it. We get up at noon and start work by 1, take an hour at lunch, and then by 2 we're done. It's a bong in the gym. What's going on, man? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like that before. I mean, people worked, but everyone sees their job as holiday. Need to be on a holiday, bro. I mean, everything's. Look at that car, bro. Look at Nuremberg Ice Tigers. How nice that car looks, bro. Wow, pretty cool. Nuremberg Ice Tigers. Wow, that must be the junior hockey team. Their German hockey team, junior hockey team. German junior hockey. Anyway, take a look at the beach here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See, we're not doing a lot tonight because I got sick or something, bro. So we're just out here waiting for a super chat. Waiting out for a super chat. I think we're cooked with the donors. We're cooked with the donors. But, we might get one. We might get a donor, bro. We might get a donor. You never know. We can go from zero to hero with the donors, bro. You know. And now we're gonna walk back. So here's the pier down there. You see the pier? The pier is all the way down there at the very end. There's a pier way out there. That's where we're going now. We're gonna walk back to the pier, bro. That's where the fish market is. Whoop whoop whoop. Having fun, bro. Having fun. Yeah. So very interesting. What's gonna happen? I think. Again, we're going to know about Frank when he's on Facebook. Okay, so what's going to happen is that he's going to be detained if he didn't leave if he didn't self-deport. He's going to be arrested, and it's going to be put up on Facebook, immigration website, immigration Facebook. So it'll be on Facebook, and then everyone will see it, and that's when the operation starts. Operation you're in trouble. That's when Rappler, Maria Risa, the Nobel Prize laureate, gets involved. You got non-governmental organizations that want a piece of him for all the abuse. They're going to get involved. You got Rafi Tufo, he's getting involved. You got the Philippine Senate on Women and Children. They're getting involved. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of people once he's arrested and detained by immigration, and then he'll be in the system. He's going to have all this scrutiny. It'll be all over the media, obviously, and then everything's just going to go down the hill from there for him. He'll be under intense media scrutiny. He's going to try and file for bail. Of course, he's going to try and file his appeal. Now, by most accounts, he can't even file an appeal because the fact of the matter is he's been on overstay for 4 months. And so if you're on overstay and you're deported as a undesirable alien and a risk to the public interest, you can't file an appeal because you're on overstay. So, he can't file an appeal anyway. But they might try. But anyway, there's going to be so much heat on the guy, because he didn't self-deport that and try and make all it go away, But he's going to fight to the end, so that's what's going to happen. So, whoop, whoop. Check out Tom and Bruce Adventures. Dude lost everything. Now back home doing DoorDash at 65, still sending money. They're living in a camper. Wow. Remember that? He was in there. Thanks for that, Mark. He was sitting there in Mindanao all those years with his girl, and he put all that time and effort into it. And finally, he's like, I've had enough or something, and I had to go back to the U.S. And that's what did it, bro. That's what did it. Remember, he was putting up those videos at Carvana. I guess one of his friends went to Carvana. They bought a car from the big ass car, the car amusement machine. It's like a thing that spins around, and you can pick the car, then it comes shooting down or whatever. And but it's like the markup's like 12 to 15 grand over. So everything's used. They sell everything used there at Paul Old Dog, Paul the Pimp would love working as a sales rep or a sales manager at that fucking company, because they mark everything up 12 to 15,000 per vehicle. So the commission on that, wow, 20% of that on every car, bro. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh my God. In the basement, Doomhauser in the basement. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Again, none of that's going to matter. Once, again, they're just waiting for him to be arrested and then put on the immigration site. And then once it's there and there's news stories, and then they're going to start, they're going to catch it. They already know all about him, obviously, a lot of stuff going on in the background to prepare them for when he's detained, so everyone knows they're just waiting for him to be detained officially. And so once he's detained officially, then everything starts, so a chance of winning an appeal, if you didn't even file one, then all the public backlash, the pressure, everyone asking questions like, how on earth has this guy been here so long, abusing all these girls online? I mean, everything's just going to hit the fan at once, but oh well. Yeah, Caravana is like a vending machine of sales. That's right. These cars are, the vending machine are already sold. Oh, they are? Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know anything about it. I used to sell cars for a short period of time, but I just know it's a bad place to buy a car. And then so they get you on the difference, they get you on the markup, and then they get you on the financing, and then they get you on the vehicle maintenance, insurance, on everything, bro. Just get you good, bring you good there, Carvana, bro. That's why I think they went bankrupt. Woo, Frank would buy a car there, bro. That's probably where that Scotty boy, that guy Scotty boy that's in Cebu. He went to Cebu, they went to Chiang Mai, and now he's in Vegas living in his car. That channel Scotty boy. Did I hear this correctly? Now, this guy, the Scotty boy, I saw him eating cake and coffee at the Clark. I'm gonna leave it like this. At the Clark airport. I was there. I saw him eating cake and coffee. I thought for sure that was him, but I was like, how on earth can it even be him? He's not. He's in Cebu or he's going to U.S. I mean, I just didn't think. I was like, it looked like him. It smelled like him, but I was like, nah. And anyway, he did a video this morning saying that he's got a personal assistant. So the guy makes $20 a day, right? The Scotty boy, the gambler. He was a gambler, just like Cheap Charlie, Billy Blue. So he makes $20 a day, lives in a car, and he has a personal assistant in the Philippines, that handles his business or like sets up stuff or something. And then I'm like, what the hell, bro? I mean, this guy, he's another Cheap Charlie, bro. All these gamblers who like the finest things in life, the best charging batteries, the best cameras, the best cars, the best, everything's veggie boy. They don't take the vaccine. They're better than you. I mean, they got everything going, bro. But he has a personal assistant. Yeah, Scotty Bear. That's the channel, bro. Scotty Bear. Is Jasper? No. His name's Scotty Bear, bro. Scotty Bear. Check out the channel, Scotty Bear. Check it out, Scotty Bear. He seems like a nice guy, but it's just. And then people are like, he's basically, he doesn't eat big, really. It's just, he sits there and like, I'm broke, I need help or whatever, And so people are sending him money, but obviously he's got money, bro. It's like Ben Newton, bro. Ben Newton, same thing, trust fund, stays in an old room, and then that goes to the 5-star hotel, obviously. That's right, he's a brokey, bro. Supposed brokey, bro. Supposedly brokey. Anyway, we're out here, man. We're live out here. I was supposed to go drink and all that. I don't feel like it. I got kind of sick. I'm going to see if I can walk down to the beach a little bit closer here. A7 in the chat. I appreciate you watching. Ricky Drama live here. I tried to do a live stream, Sunshine Shoulders. Danger. But I couldn't find a place to do it. When you have a big mouth of freedom and liberty, like me, bro, people that are paying money for their food and everything, they just go crazy. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, you think so, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's weird out here, bro. They're psychopaths. They're criminals. The West don't send their best, bro. They send the worst out here, bro. It's just like when Trump says, these countries, they don't send their best, they send their worst. Same thing with the West, bro, sending their people out here, bro. They don't send the best, they send the worst. Funny, bro. Look at these boats, bro. Oh, there's no hot girls up here, bro. I think I go up here where the hot girls are, bro. There's no hot girls. No hot Russian girls in here. I'm going to go up here. Jermaine Jr. You pay, you pay. You pay, you pay. We got no donors today, bro. No donor Wednesday. No donors. Got no donors today, bro. We're running on fumes. I already had a mocha frap from Starbucks, $6. Good God, bro. $6. I was the only one in there. But listen, I drink instant coffee, bro. At my room, they have free hot water, free coffee. So I drink instant coffee. I'm proud of it, bro. I've gotten used to living out here like that. I've been eating meal from the grocery store. 3 meals out, 1 meal from the grocery store. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay out here. Yeah, but anyway, this is a place that's very dangerous out here. Jeff Park got his dick cut off. People go crazy out here, so you gotta watch out. Watch out. Anyway, shout out to Big Dog Strategies. Thanks for the shout out. Sick Grandpa shout out. Thank you very much. I didn't even watch what Heidi said about him. Heidi from Philippines Annex is sure jealous, bro. I can't believe. And if you're going to conduct an interview, Heidi, about some, British guy that's, living in Mindanao, you can't be so angry about it, that he's getting donations. Just the outright hatred in your voice about how jealous you were about him getting donations, and that, let's just face it, Heidi would do a GoFundMe every day for everything if she could, bro. If she can get away with it, she'd be doing GoFundMes every day. That's right, Big Burr, Brevis, Big Burr. You got $2 to that one guy. Thank you very much. $2 from that one guy. Thank you very much. $2 from that one guy. Let's see here. Sunshine Shoulders, Tequila Joe joining forces. Oh, where's my camera? Uh-oh. I'm in trouble now. Sunshine Monger and Tequila Smo joining forces. Here we go. Yep, they're joining forces. People can't stand truth. People can't stand people standing up for one another, bro. I just think of the dead guy. I just think of that dead foreigner, that, died during the COVID when he was there with Sunshine Shoulders, bro, and all the mischief that went on with that, bro. That's all I think about, bro. That's all I think about. I smell it. I can smell it. I can smell something's rotten in San Carlos City, Philippines. I can smell it, bro. I can smell it. Will I do anything about it? Probably not. Let's face it, bro. Let's face it. My channel's dead. Everyone's tired of negativity. And most of all, everyone's tired of my ugly nose, bro. It's too much, bro. It's too much. It's time to go full e-bigger. Okay? That's what it's time to do, is full e-bigger mode. Full Peter Van Dever mode, PV mode. That's what I always wanted to do anyway, bro. Was be a e-bigger. And, sit there and just like eBay, bro. And just do it better than anyone else. My core competency, my sustainable competitive advantage, eBay, and bring in the donors through media, through online, through Instagram, X, through whatever gets the donors, I'll take it. And the best is this: people that are so unsuspecting, that want to change my life and make it better, that will do anything to, put a smile on my face, maybe even some hot girl, some hot, sexy MILF, or G MILF or GG MILF. I'm talking about MILF, mother I like to fuck, or grandma like to fuck, or great grandma like to fuck, maybe some G-MILF grandma like to fuck will come down all the way to Mindanao and rescue me, bro. Anyway, you never know. That one guy with $2, thank you very much. Sunshine Monger and Tequila Schmo are joining forces to get me. They're coming, they're coming. He's back in Battaglia. Look out, look out. Here they come, here they come. Here they come. I don't think they're wasting their time, bro. Coming down here. I don't think they're wasting their time. How about some of the Mongery videos? I never made a Mongery video, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? You know, think girls gonna go with me, bro? I want to do a Mongery video this week, bro. I want to do one this week. That 24-year-old, bro. You know, I can't wait. I can't wait, but I just gotta be at the right place, right time, bro. You know, it's kind of, you know, get a girl around here. You got to use the grab, right? Since I'm not on the motorbike, you get a grab, and then use the grab, even for short distances, is expensive. And then you got to work her and make sure she wants to go on, you know, YouTube and all this other stuff, you know. So they use motorbikes, bro. It's just crazy. Huh? Crazy down here, bro. I mean, you just got to watch it, bro. I mean, you know, these dudes will cut your dick off and they'll run off. You know what I mean? J Hall. Any cute lady boys there? I'm going there soon. No, none. None, bro. None. Go to Tinder. Go to Tinder, bro. Go to Tinder. Oh my God, the Tinder here is worse. The Tinder is worse here than Thai Friendly in Pattaya, bro. Or I mean, well, Thai Friendly is probably better production. Tinder here is a joke, bro. My God. I mean, I haven't really used it that much, but I really didn't want to sign up for Thai Friendly. I'm not going to, bro. It is too much work, bro. Too much work and too much money, bro. I mean, you got every dude down here, and then you got these grandmas, you know, that want 25,000 a week, bro. Like, no, I'm done. I no thanks. No thanks. You know, I can go home early, but I don't need to. You know, I had a good run last month and a half. I had a good run. You know, I had a really good run in Angel City twice. Hooked up with Pink in Bangkok. Hooked up with Apple, Jensen, Manila. Had a good run, man. I don't have nothing to worry about, bro. You know, I just hook up a couple times down here. No big deal, bro. Once a week, it'll be all good. Yeah. All good. This place is different, man. This place is more like, you know, trying to enjoy, wind down and just relax, bro, because it's so clean. You know, they didn't have the traffic, bro. It's crazy traffic. You know, they didn't have this crazy traffic down here. But at least we're not in Patong, bro. Patong's way worse than this. They got all those Middle Easterns and those Indian guys on the motorbikes. You know, they're probably the ones that cut off Jeff Lepard's dick. You know, so anyway, you just chill out here on a sandbag, bro. You know, get out here and chill out on a sandbag. You know, that'd probably be a good place to go. You know, if I wanted to sit on a sandbag, bro. Not. I'm sitting on no sandbag, bro. I'm not sitting on a sandbag. Thanks again for that $2. That one guy, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for letting me know that Sunshine Shoulders, Tequila Joe are joining forces to take me down. Take me down. Take me down. Don't forget Tequila Joe. You know, he's done a lot of damage. I got assaulted. You know, a bunch of people got assaulted. He took down all my payment apps. You know, they took down all my payment apps. You know, it's done a lot of damage, bro. They do a lot of damage. You know, because again, you know, they all work together. You know, to take down people in order to, you know, because they want more of the pie. You know, so. But whatever. I ain't worried about it. Yeah, Tequila Joe's here, bro. Tequila Joe's here. He's coming. Hope not. Nuts. See here, are you back with Apple? No, bro, I'm not back. I'm single, bro. I'm single. Fun and friends only. Hashtag fun and friends only lifestyle. FFO. Hashtag FFO. Fun and friends. Fun and friends only lifestyle. We got here, I mean, you gotta, 2025, bro, it's just too expensive to be involved anymore, man. You're just way better off being single, bro. And right now, the place to be is in Angel City, man. Forget about Pattaya, Bangkok, here. Forget about all these places, bro. I made this reservation in January. I made this reservation in January, bro. And there's a lot of girls here, bro. There's a lot of girls here. You see all these people here, but nobody has money, okay? You see all these people here. You see all these young dudes, but most of them don't have any money, bro. They're all broke. You see like this bar here. Everyone gets one drink or a pitcher, and then like maybe they sit out here all night, bro. They sit out here all night. It's called down in Bali. It's so bad that that people just sit. They grab a drink from a convenience store. They sit down in these chairs. They never leave. You know what I mean? And then in Bali, they have to throw them out. And then there's altercations and everything because they don't want to leave. They come and get a spot there on the beach, and then they get they get a service water and just sit there and don't move. You know what I mean? So the good news is that most of these dudes are broke, but the quality, the high quality young girl in Phuket, they're available. They work during the week, bro. So most of them work during the week in beauty salon, some type of store or beauty. They do Botox or beauty treatments or whatever like that. But on the weekend, they all go to Singapore. They fly to Singapore, and then they go to Singapore all weekend, and they come back and work again. You know what I mean? And so a lot of these, and then plus they're running LDRs. They're running LDRs. They run LDRs. They run businesses, and then they go to Singapore on the weekends. You know what I mean? So, so if they're young or if they're hot at all, they're not even here on the weekends, bro. Everyone's in Singapore. So, you can't really come here to where I'm at, really, and, come here and just it's not going to be Angel City, bro. It's not going to be Angel City. Or it's not going to be like that one guy that, your friend in Puerto Guerrero, Puerto Guerrero, or whatever it is. He was down there live streaming, showing those bars. That's the first guy I've seen live stream down there, bro. That guy down there. Are you friends with ABC? Hell no. I don't got any friends, bro. I'm on YouTube, bro. I'm on YouTube, bro. I just got associates. Can't have friends on YouTube, bro. It always blows up in your face. Good God. Blows up in your face, bro. Hey, go down. These, you gotta have your moments, bro. You just gotta have your fun, your moments, and have a good time, bro. But it is a good place to, if you live in the Philippines, bro, this is a great place to relax, bro. I mean, the only downside is this traffic, and this traffic wasn't that bad before. Now that all the Russians are here, it's the traffic's a lot harder, bro. But it's way easier down here than it is in Bataan, bro. Bataan, forget it, bro. Bataan's like living in India, bro. It's just like you're in New Delhi. It's just like in Pattaya now. Pattaya is overrun with Indians, and they don't even know what to do. There's so many of them now there, And so you can go enjoy that place, go have fun, bro. But no thanks. For me, no thanks. It's you go live on. You get a place on the dark side. And hang out there where there's no tourists and everything. Then it's okay, bro. And then you go into Pattaya for a few hours, you have some fun, and then you bail. Kel in the chat. What's going on? Sandy House number 1. Kel in the chat. What's going on, man? Great job on those shorts. Good job drawing this the short straw, bro. Good job bringing the short straw. What's going on, man? What's going on? You excited to see Ron out here soon? Baltimore Ron, be more Ron. Kel, the shorts coordinator for Baltimore Ron. Chinese are missing in Thailand, not anyone, because Chinese are not coming to Thailand because of the kidnap threat to Cambodia. Yep. Well, Filipinos are getting a lot of Filipinos are getting tricked into going there too, bro. I mean, many Filipinas that were at the all part of the Pogos, Filipinas, all part of the Pogos. They're all being approached for big money to go to Cambodia, Vietnam, bro. Big money to go in there. Oh, you're just yeah, okay, yeah. Well, you're lucky you didn't get taken, bro. You're lucky you didn't get taken down in Chinookville, bro. You didn't get taken, bro. But Kel, yeah, great. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, man. Hope everything's good, bro. Mark, $5. Yeah, Mark, $5. Thank you very much. Oh my God, my screen. Shit. Oh my God. Mark, $5. Thank you very much, Mark. $5. Have a beer on me. Thank you very much. I'll do that. Thank you much tomorrow or Friday when I live stream again. I'm gonna live stream from that bar that CW likes, the bank. I'm gonna go there Friday, but right now I got like some virus or something going on. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you very much. What's going on with my? I gotta hold on here. All right. What's going on here? Oh, bro, what's going on with my stream, bro? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. What's going on, bro? Oh, now I gotta pee, bro. I gotta pee. Let me see here. Copy. I'm gonna go in here. Let's see. Post. Oh my God. What the hell? Settings. Oh my God. What the hell's going on, bro? There's comments. Paste. I mean, I'm just in a dead zone. Oh, there it goes, maybe. Anyway, thanks very much, Mark, for the $5. I appreciate it. My phone's screwing up, man. Yeah, you're very lucky you didn't get kidnapped down there, bro. I mean, you're really throwing it out there by even being out there, bro. If I was in Phnom Penh or if I was like running around out there, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know about being out there and speaking like having American reflection and all that. I don't know, bro. About being out there because everything's moved out of everything's moving out of the Philippines. Everything's moving out of Myanmar. And it's all going to Cambodia, Vietnam. And so Vietnam obviously is the new place. The new place, you know what I mean? And and now of course they got direct flights, to Vietnam now from the Philippines, bro. Right on time, bro. Direct flights. You're too fat to kidnap. Yeah, well, I'm not worried about me, bro. I'm not worried about me, bro. Because I know what to do. Which of course is run. Run, run. I know what to do, bro. Run. I know what to do, but other people, bro, they panic or whatever, bro. I can spot. I'm pretty good at doing stuff. But yeah, bro. I mean, you just end up in there, bro, and then you're done, bro. You're. I don't know if you watch those movies. You know, they tie you, they chain you to the desk, or they chain you to a bed or whatever, and then you can't move. You know, and then you're stuck there, rolling high, rolling high. There's a marijuana shop for you, Jay. Hey, take a look here. We got a beautiful marijuana shop for you, Jay. Let's take a look here. Thanks for coming on, Jay. I appreciate it. Take a look. Yeah, sorry about that today, Jay. I couldn't get my live stream going. I'm just feeling sick today. Wait, there's all your stuff there, Jay. We're gonna smoke the wacky tobacco. There's some more there. There you go. There you go. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yeah, I can't smoke I can't smoke it anymore, bro. My blood pressure goes sky high, bro. It goes sky high. No, he's not here anymore. He's broke. Went back home. Oh, okay. Yeah. I bet he jumped off the casino, bro. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that place is whacked out, bro. I was there, Bill West. I was there when this. I was there at Chinookville, Bill West one time, and I was there when this. Well, I got a hotel there, and then they were having brownouts all day, and my hotel didn't have a generator. That was the first thing. But the second thing, when I was there, they rolled off this Rolls Royce off a flatbed and took it off the flatbed truck and rolled it down. It was a brand new Rolls Royce, and all of a sudden, this girl from the woods, some Cambodian girl from the woods, just walks out naked, bro, naked, completely naked, no shoes, just she had like sagging boobs. You know, she walks naked right out to the Rolls Royce. Now they're having like a media event, you know, so they all this media and everything out in front with the Rolls Royce delivery to the casino, and she just walks out of the woods, bro, and starts like petting the Rolls Royce, and she's naked, right? And the Chinese security for the casino, like, and then like, and then they started making a bunch of noise, you know. And then one of the guys walks up, gives her $100 bill, a U.S. crisp $100 bill, and she just smiles and walked away, bro. She just smiles and walked away. I was like, damn, man, that just happened, you know. And that's Chinookville, bro. You know, it's not a backpacker's paradise. You know, it's a syndicate. It's a syndicate camp now, bro. It's a syndicate camp. Remember when Charlie went down there? He was all, yeah, I'm down here live at the coffee shop, you know. Man, they don't have much coffee out here. They got Amazon, and that's about it, you know. And you know, what should I do out here since I can't gamble because well, you know, I was an addict. And then I can't drink. Well, I can't do that either. And then what am I going to do? I can't hook up. We're not going to do that. So what are we going to do? They could kidnap you, bro, and then you're gone. Oh, yeah. Well, I better get out of here. Too bad Charlie unsubscribed, bro. You hear that, Maximus? Charlie's on my live stream. He was mad at me over Tequila Joe coming on and trying to say I was doing all these bad things. And then she tries to say, well, I've had enough of you. I'm unsubscribing. I was like, wait a minute. I'm the only entertainment in this community, bro, worth watching, liking, and subscribing to. You know, I'm the really the only real entertainment out here. You know what I mean? I mean, there's other clowns and fools and jerk offs, but I'm the biggest jerk off of them all. So you got to listen to me at least for 5 minutes, right? Yeah, I'm not buying a Tesla, bro. You know, I'm retired. I'm 60 and a half years old. I'm disabled. And, you know, sometimes I actually, you know, do what I'm told, which in this case is Klaus Schwab's 2030 project 2030. You won't own anything and you will enjoy your life. So I rent. You rent your place, you rent your place where you live, you rent your girl, and you rent your life. And of course, you do fun and friends only. Hashtag FFO fun and friends only. You have fun, you make some friends, and you have a good time. 3 dates and you're done, you know. you probably want to follow Big Head Larry. Do one date and you're done. But the quality goes down per date. The first time is the hottest, or unless it's rebound, it's rebound. If you have a rebound, the sex is always hottest on the rebound. You know what I mean? I don't know why that is, bro. Why is rebound sex so good? I'm a foreigner asking questions out here, motherfuckers. Yeah, can you imagine Barry in that weed shop after? Imagine Barry in that weed shop after, being released from the detention center, bro. I mean, with all those big ass fucking buds of those big marijuana buds, boy, it'd be like, yeah, give me that bud, give me that bud. Shit. Oh man, can you imagine if I was in high school in Southern California, 1983, and you had all that weed selection, bro? Holy shit, bro. If you're in high school out here, and then and you had that weed selection, that'd be off the charts. That's why I'm having all these problems, I think, now. And then with all these British guys going crazy, it's so bad now with these British guys from London. Was it London, Liverpool, and Leicester? They're so bad. All these British guys are melting down so bad now that they're imposing the 30-day visa again. That's according to Tim Newton today on his channel. Yeah. Big head. Yep. San Marcos City, Philippines. Yep. Beautiful, huh? Wednesday night, man. Look at this, how beautiful it is out here. That's what I'm saying, bro. You come out here, if you're living in the Philippines and you're single and you just want to cool out and enjoy the cool breeze and have a nice relaxing 3 weeks, bro, or 2 weeks. You get a room, $300, 3 weeks for $400. The flight's 100 one way. Come out here and just chill, man. Chill, relax, eat some high quality food. You're gonna hook up with some high quality girl. Have a good time and chill out, bro. It's a totally different vibe than anywhere else. You go up to Isan, it's just hot, it's smoggy. It's high pressure. You go to Pattaya, it's full of tourists. You go to Bangkok, it's full of pollution. You go to Chiang Mai, it's full of pollution, and all those yuppies and everything. Here we get $2 from Righteous Billy. Hashtag new friends 2025. Ricky Winnie. Thank you very much. Hashtag Righteous Billy from New Hampshire. Thank you very much. $2. New friends 2025. Ricky Winnie. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for all your hard work. Yeah, Frank quit his channel. Now Frank quit again. Frank quit again. And of course, Barry Jordan went live this afternoon, and Frank immediately had to start putting up old clips on his channel. Of course, immediately, bro. And then, this morning I did a live stream. I had to delete it because nothing was working today, Righteous Billy. So I had to delete my live stream. Sunshine Shoulders, danger. But it's just very funny that Frank will obviously be back. He's just like Barry. Frank and Barry are like the same, bro. They won't listen to their lawyer. They won't listen to their significant other. They won't listen to their friends or their financial supporters, or they won't listen to the people that are trying to help them get out of the detention center or whatever else predicament they're in. They want to be on YouTube. YouTube is their life. It's their moment of glory. And I totally 100% get it, bro. You get out here with this camera. I mean, I never imagined in my wildest dreams, sitting there in the dark side of, Pattaya in 2017, listening to the trust fund crybaby, Greg Twitchy, when, we had that cigar on that Saturday night, sitting there with that cigar, in Kamala Beach, they're trying to, call out Sonny, and his wife, the Thai wife from their Kill Bill restaurant. and he was sitting like two restaurants down, and he's sitting there puffing that cigar on a Saturday night, like, yeah, I'm out here winning, he's afraid of me, blah blah blah, ha ha ha, I'm winning. They're so scared because I'm here, And of course, after what went down after that, was part of Thailand YouTube Hall of Fame history. But I never imagined, 8 years from that event, I'd be out here with a phone and a stabilizer, out here on a pier at the south end of Phuket on a Wednesday night, talking to 90 people on the chat, millions watching around the world, getting $2 from Righteous Billy from New Hampshire, who's been instrumental in the hashtag Free Barry J legal situation. I never imagined that we would have Frank Battaglia, one of the biggest, most nasty, most horrible people the Philippines have ever endured. He would be deported tonight and listed as an undesirable alien and a threat to the public. I would have never imagined the victory I obtained in, let's just face it, trying to help a poor, innocent American put in jail by a sadistic man that from the devil. Right, Frank Battaglia, a nasty YouTuber. That's right, Righteous Billy, a nasty, diabolical. I mean, did you hear Frank's final live stream? I'm sure you did. Where when Frank's like, I calculated every moment. I calculated every sentence. I calculated every reaction that Barry Lee Jordan would have in order to put him in a detention center where he would just suffer like a dog. He would suffer under undescribable conditions of no air conditioning, no running water, and the most intolerable, nasty smells and air pollution, street pollution, noise pollution, every element in the world. I would have him sit there and suffer day after day, year after year. I calculated every moment I can get him in that position. That's how sick. That's how diabolical. That's how completely abnormal Frank Battaglia is. That's why he has been deported tonight, Righteous Billy. He's been deported. He's been deemed an undesirable alien, and most of all, he's a threat to the public. And it's time for him to leave or go to the detention center himself. And once Righteous Billy, he's in that detention center, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that he'll be in any different position than Barry. He could be there during 2030. During Project 2030. I mean, he could be there 5 years when he's 75. I mean, remember that poor guy that was in there for 14 years? He was actually there for 14 years. That he was so broken he couldn't even talk. He just sat there on a seedy, nasty, bug-infested couch and just murmured. He just sat there and mummed. No one could understand what he said. And I think one time we walked by, the stench was so bad. But I heard two words, and that was help me. Help me. $5 from Iron King. Frank said he helped many people on YouTube. What will we do now? He helped many people on YouTube. I think he said he helped many people in the community. Who did he help from YouTube? Every time there was ever a public event with Frank Battaglia, a meetup, let's say, with the exception of Nico, everyone else met Frank Battaglia for food and drinks. Did Frank ever pay for anything ever? Now, Frank did pay for my food and the breakfast. Now, this is how diabolical Frank Battaglia was, ladies and gentlemen. He was so diabolical that after the girl I met on Pina Love that I hauled there to the Italian island, he was so diabolical that Frank admitted later on that when I ate the Hungarian sausage, when I was eating with Frank and Gilda, when Gilda made the food, when I turned my back, Frank had the salt shaker out. He took off the top. He took off the top. He took off the top and poured salt all over my food, Iron King. He poured salt all over my food to try and have me have a heart attack there during the breakfast. I mean, that's how, I mean, they all played along, Frank and Gilda. They played along about, oh, welcome to Bataan Island. We're so glad to have you. I bought their dinner Saturday night. I live streamed it. I went to have I met them the next morning. They were so generous and giving. But behind the scenes, he took off the salt shaker and poured salt all over my food. Poured salt all over the Hungarian sausage, trying to trigger a cardiac event on Bataan Island so he could watch me die. That's how sick this man is. That's why the Philippines government, the people, and most importantly, the Bureau of Immigration has finally decided enough is enough. It's time to send Frank home. And if Frank won't go home, he's going to go to a cell for a long time. We hope Shaw doesn't get more angry and file criminal charges based on that evidence that got you deported in the first place, Frank, because you're going to be there for a long time, bro. A long time. God, it's been a beautiful night out here. Thank you, Iron King, for the $5. God bless you, man. God bless you. I mean, I have the greatest audience in the world. I never thought I would have an audience that was so caring and faithful and considerate. 90 people in the chat. I mean, just all the adversity I've endured over my time on YouTube, all the adversity I've endured, all the hate, all the negativity, all the jealousy, the rage of people all over the Philippines YouTube community, the Thailand YouTube community, the live streaming community. I could probably buy that boat. I could probably rent it. But why would I do that when I could be here with you? The babbling buffoon will be back before the weekend. He just can't help himself. Frank's Vienna sausage lost in Mammoth Cave. That's right. He'll be back. He'll be back. Guaranteed, bro. He's coming back, bro. He'll be back. He'll be back from detention. Listen, when he's in detention with Barry, okay, and they're fighting for the third, who's the boss of the third floor. I mean, just that alone is going to be must-see detention TV, bro. I mean, it's going to be, they're going to have both their cameras on, we're going to document this in case something goes down. Oh, no. You're going to get it. I'm the boss of the third floor. Turn that camera. I mean, it's just going to go on and on and on, bro. They're going to be sitting there, and Frank's going to be so hot, and he's going to need a personal fan because he's never been out of his air-conditioned room before. He's never spent more than an hour. He's never spent more than 1 hour outside of air conditioning in 10 years in the Philippines, bro. What? The most he can do is 1 hour, and he has to have 4 fans. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I met him. I mean, I'm at TGI Fridays. He had to be by the aircon. He had to make sure there was air fans and there's fans, aircon all over him. I met him. I saw him at SNR. They were there at 9 o'clock because they had to make sure they were cold. First thing, he's got to go in an air conditioned van to and from Bataan Island because he can't be in a hot bus. Now he's gonna be thrown in. It's like he's just gonna be thrown into a very difficult situation. I mean, if I was him, it's time to wake up and smell what immigration is cooking. Like it was on Frank Taggler replay channel. Immigration is sharpening the axe. Right, Billy, right? Immigration is sharpening the axe for good old Frank. It's been 4 days. Her period is over. Go crush it. Well, I'm sick. That one guy, thank you for the $2. I'm sick, bro. I'm sick. My stomach's upset, bro. I'm sick. My stomach's upset. I got some type of food poisoning or something happened. I don't know. I can't go. Besides, I'm trying to set up my money, bro, so I can crush it for the for the days I'm here. Because you got to it's all about life out here as an expat. Is about budgeting. That one guy. Thank you for the $2 again. I appreciate it. You got to come out here, enjoy your quality, and also budget your money. Be responsible and enjoy the quality of life as high as you got to try and get as high as quality of life as you can. At the same time, budget your money so you have money to go blow when it's time to blow the money. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do some crazy trip, like let's say Apple's like, I'll do anything to be with you. I'm like, okay, well, let's go on an international cruise. Let's go do a cruise and we'll get a balcony and we'll take a cruise ship from Manila and we'll cruise the 7 seas on a worldwide cruise, and it's going to be, $300,000 or something like that. Then you got the money, bro. You got the money, on a year-long cruise or something like that. You got the money, bro. Of course, I can never do that because, I don't have that money. Of course. Licky gave Frank good advice to self-report, but he won't listen. No, he said it himself several times on his show there, Frank Vienna, Sausage Lost in Mammoth Cave, California. He said it several times himself, bro. He said that he would probably self-deport because it's just like, listen, they have all these immigration stories. It's just like the Philippine ambassador to the United States. He was on the Philippine news the other day, and he was taking heat for telling all these Filipinos that are in violation of U.S. immigration law, or they're overstaying, or they're illegal alien, or whatever. He told them all, just self-deport and get your shit together and go back in. Go back to the Philippines. Go reapply for a J series visa. It's $300. And if you don't have the education requirement or the work requirement in order to qualify for a J series visa, go get it. Go to university for a year, get your requirement for your associate's degree or your technical degree to work in a factory. Go qualify for the J series visa, pay your $300, and then go back to the U.S. and go to work. Don't sit there and be illegal and then thrown in a detainment center and then blacklisted for 10 years because you wanted to ride it out. I mean, just go home and reset. That's all you have to do. It's real easy, bro. Real easy. And that's all he has to do. Like, okay, enough's enough. I'm gonna go back to the U.S. They're gonna drop the case on Barry. Okay, they're gonna clear everything up, and then I'm gonna get off social media, like I said, and then come back in a year. What's the big deal, bro? What's the big deal? But he won't do that. He's gonna sit there, and he's gonna get arrested. You're gonna get arrested, Frank. You understand that? They are going to arrest you because you went way over the line with this girl. You went way fucking over the line. They're going to put you in that detention center, bro. Once you're there, there's nothing, anything could happen. So, be smart about this. Just like all these people that are in the U.S. that are being told, listen, it's great that you were there, but, you didn't qualify, you're there illegally. It's time for you to just go home, reset your business, and come back with, and with the correct visa, and do it the right way, bro. Do it the right way, and that's it. So, yeah, thank you very much. No arrest warrant for Frank. Yeah, we'll see about that, bro. We're see about that, bro. We're gonna see about that, bro. I think, believe me, I went to immigration, bro. I was in Manila. I went to the VA, but also went over there. And believe me, I know a lot of the stuff in the background, what's going on about the, not only, listen, man. You have several organizations plus media. You have media, news media. You have several non-governmental organizations. You have people in the private sector. You have Philippine government officials. You got a bunch of people just waiting for him to be arrested. As soon as he's arrested, everything's going to blow up, and he's going to be stuck there in an untenable situation with all this media, all this scrutiny, of asking. Everyone's gonna be asking, how on earth did this guy harass all these girls for years? You even got the Philippine Senate Committee on Women and Children, bro, that are going to be involved in this, man. You know, they're just waiting for the arrest, bro. You know, it's already come down officially 31 days ago. He was deported 31 days ago, right? So yesterday, Tuesday, was 30 days. So it's 31 days. Once he gets paperwork, the clock starts. Yeah, well, we're going to see what happens, bro. He's undefeated. He's undefeated. He's undefeated, you know. You know, again, I have nothing to do with any of this, man. You know, I'm just trying to help out, you know. I'm just trying to help out. I'm just trying to help out, bro. What's going on with my phone now? Hold on for a second, man. All right. I definitely support if I was his shoes. Yeah, I would too. I would get out of Dodge, bro. I mean, it's, you know, it's very simple. Very simple, you know. He went over the line. He has to be accountable for his actions. Take responsibility, and that being accountable, taking responsibility is self-deporting. You know, it's showing the government that you know, he's going to be held. You know, he wants to stand up, be held accountable for the action, take the hit. You know, come back in a year, and then you know, come back in and reapply. You know, that's just. Anyway, we got some fish here. Some fish here. Now you get these. See these tiger prawn, bro. Now see how big those things are, bro. You're like, give me 5 of those, right? Give me 5 of those. So let's say I got 5 of those, bros. Right? Say I got 5 of those. So or the lobster. I say I got 5 of those, bro. Bro. So when you get them back, they're that big, bro. They're that big. There's no way I order these fish, bro. I was here with that girl, the girl with the big rack. You know, that was. I was here with the girl with the big rack from Christmas party 2022 at Sexy Bar. I was here with her, and we came down here and ate a couple times, and she's over there ordering it herself. You know, I'm like hiding, and she's in here ordering this prawn and, you know, trying to get this fish, you know, herself. You know, she's like, it's for me. You know, I just want this. You know, and I want that. And then they come back. It's like teeny. It's like a teeny guppy, bro. And she's even like, wow, man, this is bad, you know. This is bad. Jonathan North, you can't afford it. Well, you know, again, if I would, you know, I just think personally that you're better off. I think you're better off just getting it fried yourself, you know. So I'm going to show you the restaurants here in a second, you know, and the menu. But if you just, instead of ordering it from these guys, you just order it from the restaurant, you know, as it is, then I think you're way better off. Just telling you what I think, bro. I mean, you do what you want, you know. Everyone out here, you know, you're tourists. You come out here like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at these lobster, bro. You know, look how nice it is. You know, you have these big fish and all that. But it's a whole other thing, bro. Oh yeah, biggie. Oh, it's big crab. Crab, it's okay, big crab. Thank you, sir. Big crab. Oh, look at the shell, bro. That's a big fish. Big fish. Blue crab. Hello, sir. Blue crab. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, there's some more right there. Look at that. Yeah. Gotta watch your head, bro. Watch your head, bro. Here. No, I deleted it, bro. It was a live stream. It was a crappy live stream, bro. I mean, you know, I'm gonna redo it again, bro. You know, we got a big decision to make, bro. Whether to, you know, what's next? You know, what's Calvin Sunshine's shoulders, bro? You know, because his conduct, bro, as far as that guy dying and all that, is just unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable. What happened? My guess, be honest about it, my guess is that there's many victims out there. I think there's many things out there. Many people hurt. Some people dead. Many people hurt. Many girls victimized. Uh, I'm guessing that if you send the right people out to San Carlos City, Zamboanga City, you send out and spend enough time out there, we're gonna come up. We would come up with a lot of stuff. But very nice, very nice. Very nice. But the question is, do we want to do that or not? Obviously, what do you get out of it? Nothing. Listen, man. It's just that poor guy that died. Think about him, bro, and the situation. Somebody's got to stand up to this evildoer. But will that be me? Probably not. I got better things to do. I got more stuff going on with in the background. With him. Send Brevis. Oh, no, Brevis ain't going, bro. Brevis ain't going to out there, bro. Brevis is taking care of Brevis, bro. That's good. That's a good thing. That's what everybody should be doing, taking care of. After Frank Battaglia, bro, and once Barry's released, and Frank's they make it this, they come and get him or whatever if he self-deports, but it's probably over, bro. It's over. Like I said, I'm gonna be moving on to that Too Fat to Kidnap life from the Red Zone channel, where I'm gonna be putting myself out there as needing help and assistance and being in a bad situation, and then trying to get people from the media and people from that watch stuff on YouTube or Instagram and stuff to help out and everything. Everything will be legitimate, of course. Everything will be legitimate. But that guy. The roadmap is obviously that guy that's in Mindanao, bro. He's got like multiple GoFundMe's. He's got 3,000 pounds, 4,000 pounds, 5,000 pounds. He's just parlaying it over and over and over. Adding on. All these tabloids in the UK, US, Australia now are all AI driven. So you put stuff on social media that's eye catchy, or you put a GoFundMe and with videos and everything, that's very easy for an AI to pick up the story, pick up a narrative. So, for example, you have AI, right? And so they look at a GoFundMe. And so they look at the narrative's very clear, simple, describes your situation, describes, what kind of help you need, and it describes how people can help, right? And then you have the videos that show your situation, and you have some still pictures, and so the AI takes all that, right, and they put it in like the Apple iPhone movie, for example. So they put it all in. They put picture, video, narrative, video, picture, and then close. Okay, so there's like 5 parts of the story, and so basically the newspaper, or in this case the Daily Mail, whatever tabloid you're talking about, can take all of that, just put it up. It never touches a human, really. It never touches a human. Now, this is a good restaurant. This restaurant right here is a seafood Phuket. This is where me and that girl went to eat. You have a menu? A menu? A menu? Okay. Cap. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Trying to do this. All right, so anyway, there's the fan, man. There's the fan. There's the fan. See the fan there, bro? See the fan? So this is the magazine here. So you're like, do I eat out there and pick it, or do I look at a magazine and pick it here? So, for example, there's no prices, bro. Look, it's so bad now. There's no prices, bro. Oh my, because everything is wow. There's no prices. What the? There's no prices, bro. What the? Why is there no prices, bro? What happened? Why is there? Because they. That's crazy. No prices. It's everything's market price, bro. See, last time I hear they had market. They had. Excuse me. They had market. They had prices and all this stuff, bro. So anyway, everything's like whatever they want it to be. Now, like the pharmacies. If you're here in Phuket, right? You go to a pharmacy, let's say, and if you walk to a pharmacy and everything in a pharmacy has no price on it, right? That means when you walk up there, they just charge any price they want, okay? And that's how it works in Phuket, okay? That's how it works in a lot of places in Thailand. But Thai as well. You know, if you go to a pharmacy, if you go in there and do a point of purchase on anything, they can just make it whatever price they want. So let's say I want tempura or fried fish or whatever. There's no prices on it, bro. Why is there no prices on it, bro? I mean, what's going on now? What about this? Let me see here. No prices here either, bro. Oh, here it is. Here's prices. All right, so now this one we got prices. So now I got prices here. Okay, so here we go. Mango salad, 150, 150. That one salad, 150. Let's see here. How much prawn cake? 250, 250. French fry and chicken, 220. Shrimp, blah blah blah. Chicken nuggets, 150. French fry, 120. You know what I mean? Chicken roll, blah 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 blah. Anyway, so that's what we got, bro. That's what we got out here, bro. Anyway, so at least there's prices there, bro. Let's see if the bigger stuff in the back. But for everything else, the bigger stuff, oh, they got here 150 omelet. Yeah, everything the same price, bro, which is expensive. But look, garlic fried rice, 240 large. You know, I'm looking for the big fish though. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's no price on here. Tiger prawn, baked prawn. See, like this is the one I got with that girl with the big rack from the Christmas party. Baked tiger prawn with cheese. Okay, so you go out and buy the tiger prawn out there, the big one I was showing you earlier, and then you order it this way, cooked this way, baked tiger prawn with cheese, and then when you get it, it's like that big with some cheese on top, bro. It's like that big, like a teeny guppy, bro. It's like, oh my god, bro. I can't do it. And that's why they've done a lot of portion control here. But even my favorite restaurant, I was telling you earlier, the Mazamon Curry, you know, even simple Mazamon Curry, where you got a bowl of it before, it's half the size now, you know. How you know? Because you order a cup of rice, white rice to put with it, and you eat the white rice, and it's like evaporates. Everything evaporates with the white rice, bro. You put it in there, it's gone. It's like the whole thing's dry, bro. How can that even be possible for 250 a baht, bro? I mean, $8 for a soup. I mean, that's what we're at now, man. So how do you get around that? You go to you eat at the supermarket. You know what I mean? You go eat supermarket, or if you make it yourself, 1 out of 4 meals. And that breaks down your cost because it's only 59 baht or 39 baht for a, depending on what it is, what day it is, in order to get all that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's cost. You know, of course, it costs money to run it and everything. But wait, hold on, I gotta put the battery on, bro. What do they do with it? All right, hold on for a second. I gotta put the battery on. I forgot. Go down here. And we got some more stores here. Yeah, and that's a whole other thing too. Now, if I was out here with a chick, man, she's all like, "Oh, you cheapskate. Why are you so cheap?" You know. And then what? You know, that's the big thing about being fun. Expat crap. What's going on, man? I was talking about you earlier, and you're down there in Puerto Guerrero. You're down there in Puerto Guerrero doing your live stream, man. So that's very interesting, bro. You know, I've never been down there. You know that big party guy. The Manila guy, the big party guy. You know, that guy's a nice guy, you know. But He said that's his favorite place where you're at, bro. Down there at Puerto Guerrero, bro, or whatever it's called. He says that's his favorite place down there, man. That the chicks and everything are just hot down there. Anyway, nice seeing you, bro. Nice seeing you. Some of the girls say I have dog breath. What? I usually eat dog. What? Come on, man. You don't eat dog, bro. You're out there at that damn restaurant all the time, bro. They're in Angeles City. You're on the porch there all the time. You're camped out there every day doing a live stream, bro. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I would be stuck there with a girl, bro. I'd be stuck there with a girl, paying for all this food, all this and that, paying for, beauty treatment, fingernails and, $5,100 for, $120, $140 for nails. I mean, just countless stuff, bro. Countless stuff. You save so much money by having fun and friends only, fun and friends only. Green lab. Fun and friends only. Who's this? Oh, Jay. I know. What's going on, Jay?
What's going down?
Hey, hold on for a second, man. Hold on. My phone.
So I got to ask Ricky, why the fuck are you there?
Well, hold on. Actually, because I'm relaxing, bro. I'm having a good time. It's clean. It's the food's good. It's a relaxing place to go, man. It's I like it here, man. It's a place to relax and chill out, bro. It's different from the Philippines, bro.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
I don't know. I haven't been there.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, man. You go to the Philippines. You're a man of action. You know what I mean? So you're out there. You're a man of action. You're trying to get it done. You're trying to get as much fun in as possible. You go out all the time to the club and everything. This is not the place for you. You know what I mean? This is not just. It's like Cambodia out here, bro, in a way. Because everything's expensive and. You can forget about any type of regular dating. You forget about it.
Well, that's what I mean.
But for you, it's different. But for me, I'm out here all the time. I live here. I'm a permanent resident, bro. So for me, it's just a place to relax.
Hold on a minute. If there's no regular dating, why are you there?
Just relaxing and chilling out, bro. I'm not here to date and look for a date and hook up with a Thai girl and have a girlfriend. I'm just out here relaxing, bro. But I'm gonna hook up with a girl Friday probably. I was gonna do it today, but I just felt kind of sick.
So let me ask you, right? So the whole of Thailand. So no guy can get there and have a regular girlfriend. Like no guy.
No, this is Phuket. Where I'm at, bro. This is Phuket. There's 150 tourists per Thai. This place is overrun with tourists, bro. So this place is totally different than Thailand. This is like a huge tourist island. It's like Bali, bro. But people are nicer. You can get massage and all that, without playing all these games.
Well, what about a good rub and tug? How much is that going to run you down?
Oh, I don't know, bro.
No, I'm interested.
I don't know. You can just get massage for $300. Like I got a foot massage today for 300 baht. So that's like $9 or $8.
So what about a good rub and tug?
I have no idea, bro. I don't do that.
Look, I'm asking for a friend.
I don't do it because I just rather go to the bar and hook up with a girl at the bar, bro. I wouldn't waste my money doing rub and tug. That's just me.
It wouldn't be a lot cheaper.
That's Edward Sweeney, bro. Edward Sweeney on the channel. Ed Sweeney,
It wouldn't be a lot cheaper, hug in the old massage parlor than actually going to a bar and giving them like $150 just to take them home, and then they want more money after that. Like, why not just go to a massage parlor and just flick them 1,000 baht and $20 and just say flog this cunt? You know what I mean?
Well, maybe you could do that. Maybe I'm sure you can do that. So, but not that's in a different city here. Like it's called Batong Walking Street. That's where the big entertainment area is. You can do that there, bro, but not really here. Here is just like regular massage. But they have of course they have all that in Thailand. Of course,
Well,
but
I
it's not
love a
here
good
where I'm.
hand. Look, I'll be honest with you. I love a good hand job. Like I really do. I'd take a hand job over a good blow job. I'd take a hand job actually taking the hottest girl out of the bar. I'd rather just a good hand job off a fucking 45-year-old battle axe than taking some
Yeah,
girl
well,
out.
yeah, no thanks. I don't
Yeah,
want
I'll
that.
tell you what, the way they
Why would you do
twirl the
that?
knob, when they when they the way they
Oh my
twirl the knob,
God.
it's $20. The way they just twist it and just twirl that knob, you know what I mean? If they rub the balls like a gypsy for fucking 1,000 baht, mate, how can you go wrong, mate? It's the best value for money, you know.
Yeah, but I guess if you're into like the implosion shit.
Well,
But
listen,
I'm
when I
too old
roll
for
in
that. I'm too old for
there,
that, bro. I mean, I'm too
you're
old
never
for
too
that.
old
I
for a
don't
good
have the I
fucking
don't have
job.
the implosion, the build up implosion like when I was 18 or whatever. I'm 60 and a half now, bro. I don't have the same implosion like you're like ready, like you're like a deflated balloon. I don't get that level anymore, bro. It's a little bit less now, than a
Ricky,
deflated. I mean,
Ricky,
it's like for me, when you're finishing, you're finishing with the girl, then it's a lot better than some hand job, bro. That's just me.
Ricky, Ricky. Try something different, right? I reckon if me and you went into one of these parlors, sat on the same bed and looked each other in the eye, got two girls to flog us off and just look each other in the eye, it just might bring you the climax, mate. Something different, you know?
Yeah, well, that was that happened a while ago, bro. That used to go on, but a lot of that game's over now, bro, because a lot of those because because other people go there now. I mean, it's like it, before the COVID, that whole game was real, but it's changed a lot since the COVID. It's a lot more expensive now, and the quality of the girl in those places have gone down the drain. It's like really old. They're really old now.
Yeah, but look,
So,
it's going to be my first time when I rock up there. Are you willing to come with me to this one of these parlors?
yeah, sure, man. We can go to Bangkok, bro. We'll go to the best. We'll go to the best.
Show me the ropes, you know what I mean? But you
You
got
don't
to
have to
sit
show me the
beside me
ropes.
when
I'll
we do
show
it,
you the
though.
ropes, bro. I'll show
I
you the
know,
ropes.
but you
I
got
know
to
the
sit
ropes better
beside me
than
when we
you,
do this,
bro.
right? Are you going to be
I know the ropes
beside me
better
all the
than
way?
you. I know
Are you going to
Bangkok.
be
You never been to Bangkok.
Are
I
you
know
going to be beside
Bangkok.
me all the way, though? Are you going to be beside me all the way? Like, you have to be sitting right beside me when we do this shit, you know what I
That's
mean?
kind of dirty, bro. I mean,
No, no, it's
that's kind
something
of dirty,
different.
bro.
It's
That
something
reminds me of.
different.
I,
We
I,
can
I
whack
can't do
down
a
a few
berry, bro. I
pills.
can't. I
We
can't
can
do a
we can
berry,
whack
bro.
down a few of these
I
fucking
can't do a
pills. I
berry,
know you got them
bro.
on tap. I
I
know
can't
you
do
got
a
them on
berry. I
tap.
can't do
We
it. I
can just
can't do
whack
it.
down a few of these fucking Viagra's, and we just sit back to each other and just have a couple of beers and just let the girls do the work. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. It's something different, mate.
Yeah, but I don't want to see it, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I can't
You
do.
don't
I
have to
can't
see
do that shit.
nothing. You don't
It's
have to
too
see
much, bro.
nothing.
It's
As
too
long as you're
much.
beside each other, it's a friend with a friend. That's all it is.
No, it's too much. I can't do that.
I think
That's
you
why they
can,
have
Ricky.
curtains. Now, if you want to go ahead and like, then I guess we have no choice but to listen to it, bro. But what about videotaping it, bro? I mean, maybe you started OnlyFans.
I'm looking forward to seeing you with your clothes off, Ricky. You big cuddly bear, you.
Oh my God, that's terrible, bro. Why would I do? My God.
Nah, everyone in the chat, I'm fucking around here. Obviously, I'm
I
fucking
hope
around.
so, bro.
You know, I'm
I
not
hope so,
serious right
bro.
here, right now. But I am serious about a good hand job. I'm not joking about that. And I'm looking for the best place in Thailand where I get the best hand job, where they really twist it and work it and stuff like that. And I want to play about, the 500 baht. I think it's worth it. You know what I mean? Just to knock one out
500
really
baht?
quickly. Yeah, just a quick one.
$15? Come on, man.
Yeah,
It's
man. I think that's the right price.
2025, bro. I mean, That's what
Come
I
on,
mean, man. That's what I
you can go
mean.
to
It's like,
Cebu and walk down the main strip and get a fucking prostitute for 500 pesos if you wanted in Cebu. So what? That's $10. So why would
oh
you
my
pay
God, you're
more?
like, here we go again. All these guys are in 2018, bro. It's like very, you know how much it is Cebu now? It's very expensive now, bro. Very expensive. It's
No, but then
over. You know,
again,
all that whole thing's over. Dude, that whole game's over, bro. You're gonna go back and see, bro. I mean, of course, you run a different game than
no.
you do the
Look.
Facebook game.
See, the
You
thing
meet on
is,
Facebook. You spend like months with them
hold on a minute. Let
talking.
me finish.
You know, you
Wait,
establish
hold on a
this
minute.
relationship. I
Let
mean,
me, no, let me finish here. Let me finish here for a little, Ricky. Let me speak, right? While you're doing these little streams now and going back and forth between Thailand and the Philippines, I'm talking to girls on Facebook that are eager and waiting for me to arrive, and I don't have to pay a goddamn thing. And I will show
yeah,
that.
that's
And I'll
right. You
put it
never
on
pay. You
TikTok.
never pay.
I don't have to pay a goddamn thing. And they're waiting for me to arrive. And I've got some gorgeous women I've been talking to lately.
Yeah, they're all hot. They're hot, hot.
They're just keen for me to come into town as usual. You know what I mean? Nothing's changed for me. Same old, same old. Since 2015, same old, same old. You know what I mean? But I understand it's getting a bit harder. You know what I mean? It's getting a bit harder. You know, some girls are wanting more and all the rest of it. And I'm not prepared to give them any more. You know, it's me. It's 100%. This is what you get. But at the end of the day, you get what you get. You know what I mean? But I want to experience the old Thailand, and I know it's all pay to play there and all the rest of it. I take it that it's just impossible to get a freebie there by the sounds of things. That's why I don't understand why people go there. That's what I don't get about the
No, you can
place.
do that, bro. It's the same thing. You spend all that time with them, but you know, you go spend time with them, bro. Have spend for me, I'm not gonna sit there on Facebook for hours and like talk to people, bro. I'm just not gonna do it. Over here the fan. I'm just not gonna do that for hours, bro. Sit there and talk for hours and hours. I don't have time for all that, bro. You know, I don't want to hear about all that. I'm a man of action. Hello, I think
Well, you know what I mean?
I think
It's
I cooked
pretty
there with
simple.
ice.
You come over to talk to
I
them
cooked
and
there.
say, how you going? And we'll catch up. And would you like
Yeah.
to come around? And it's pretty easy. And it's not really hard work. Just got to use your fingers.
Oh man, I think I think you've been away too long, bro. You've been away too
Ricky,
long.
don't make me undress you, mate. I'll tell you when I come back. When I'm back there very soon, it'll be the same as same old. You know what I mean? It's nothing. Nothing's changed for me. You know, I got a slew of them, and I got a slew of the old girls waiting when I come on in. You know what I mean? So it's not any different for me. It's not any different. It's not. It's the same.
Yeah,
So all of
well,
a sudden, that
that's your
rolling town, they
opinion,
say, no,
bro.
Joe, no, Joe, no.
That's your opinion,
No,
bro.
Ricky said
That's
it's
your opinion,
changed.
bro.
The girls ain't going to say that to me. They're going to jump on the bed as usual, take their shoes off, and open their legs as usual. It's just how it goes. Okay, man. You know?
Yeah, you just sit there and you do what you do, man. It's good. You do what you do. That's good. That's good, bro. You know. But I'm
But
telling you, man.
just to
But
ask
you
you,
know,
have you,
but if you're like exceptional and you can get all this done and get it all for free, that's great, bro. I mean, congratulations, man. I mean, we're all
well,
proud of
look,
you,
I
man.
would love to pay, Ricky. I would love to pay, but they just won't take my money.
Yeah, because they love it. They love it. Fish heads and
Now, look,
rice
listen,
and
have you been to
okay.
Vietnam? Have you been to Vietnam?
Yeah, of course.
And what do you think about that place?
Well, I took a girl, so but it's a joke. Obviously, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Where's that other Australian guy? What's his name? Fuck, what's his name? The one that loves sniffing WD 40 up his nose. What's his name?
Oh, I don't know who's that.
You know his fucking
WD
name.
40.
Yeah, he sniffs it up his nose and stuff like that. What's
Oh,
his name?
JLB.
No. What's his
Grizzly Brown.
name? No, your mate, the Australian guy. He's always off his fucking head, losing his fucking shit, sniffing WD 40 up his nose. What's his name? I met him when he came to Cebu. Ben Newton. There we go. Maximus.
Oh,
Ben
Ben
Newton.
Newton. Ben
Where's
Newton.
he at the moment?
I have no idea. I don't follow him anymore, bro. You went crazy on me, so that was it. Listen,
I
man.
thought he was.
I'm staying away from everyone on YouTube. I'm finished, but I'm trying to help Barry get out, and follow through what I committed to. But after that, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to be. I'm just going to be the poor guy that needs help. Too fat to kidnap. Life from the red zone.
So Ben Newton's in Siam Rep, I think. That's what Maximus said. So he's
Yeah,
in
all these guys are
Cambodia.
Cambodian. Yeah, all these guys are
Yeah.
Cambodia. They just sit there and
Last
in a
Chance
fan
Saloon.
room, bro. I don't know.
Last Chance Saloon. That's where they all end up, don't they?
Yeah, well, that was where Edward Sweeney was going. That was his choice. Was Siam Reap, bro.
Hey, well, Frank's going to end up there too.
Oh my God.
Frank will be there soon too as well.
Yeah, Frank will be. Can you imagine Frank in Cambodia? He's like, oh man, he's like, he's going home, bro. He's not gonna stay in Cambodia.
Well, the thing is,
can't
if he
take
does,
that, bro.
if he gets thrown out, he goes back to America first because that's the rules. You have to get sent back to your destination where you came from, and then he has to depart from there. If he was smart, if I was Frank, if I was in his situation, I'd probably go to Thailand, get a cheap place, $200 place, $250 place. For $250 in Thailand, you get yourself a half decent place there. You know what I mean? A month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then you got the visa to worry about, bro. You can only they just changed it back to 30 days.
Gotta
So
go back and forward. That's the fuck around. But he's not a resident, obviously.
yeah, he can't afford a visa, bro. He can't afford it.
You know,
he's gonna have a huge problem. He's gonna have a huge problem with the money. But anyway, yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll go to a massage place. They also have the soapy massage place. The soapies, where you can pay for a girl and then you just get it. You go to her. She takes you to a room with a big bathtub, and then you can sit in the bathtub, and she gives you like a massage in the soapy and the bathtub, and then after that you go hang out.
How big is the bathtub, though, Ricky? How big is the bathtub? I can't
It's like a
hear
jacuzzi,
you.
like a jacuzzi.
Can you get in there naked?
Yeah, of course. You get in there, of course.
Do you want to jump in there with me? Me and you and the girl.
We're not doing any of that, bro. We're not doing any of that.
Come
bro.
on,
No,
Ricky.
no,
Let's just try it out, man. Something
No,
different.
no,
we
cannot
can live stream
do
it so the
that.
community can see it. It's something different, man. I think the community would love it. No one's done this before. You, the big cuddly bear, me, the rugged new age guy, naked in a bathtub, two girls. I think it'd be great,
Not great.
We'll get some help. We'll get some help.
No one's going to agree to that. No one's going to agree to that.
Hell, we'll get some donations, bro.
Maybe do an ABC Hotel. Maybe ABC Hotel. I'm not ready yet. Couple more minutes. ABC Hotel, maybe, but not here in Thailand, bro. They're not doing that.
Why?
Because they have unlimited customers. They have unlimited criminals, unlimited money. These girls just the money rains on them, especially if they're young and hot. The money just rains on them. So they can pick anybody they want. They're not just gonna go with they want to go with the best guy with the most money. That's it. So.
Well, I am the best guy with the most money.
But since you don't want that, you want a rug and tug for $250 for $10, and that's what you want, bro. I don't know. You're gonna get what you want.
Listen,
a granny. You want a granny rug and tug. A granny. You want a granny rug and tug.
If we can get a soapy hot tub going with me, you, and two other girls, I will pay top dollar for that. Top dollar. We'll get the finest.
That's going to be. All right. Well, then, that's going to be top dollar. That'll be a lot of money, bro.
That's good.
A lot of money, bro. A lot of money, bro. A lot of money, bro. What burger should I get, bro? What burger should? Hangover Hero, Beef and Rub, Beef
What do
and
you just
Blues
go there to eat,
Brothers.
Ricky? Do you just go there to eat? Is that what you do? I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to
go
time
there.
out.
I go out to the bar and have fun, bro. But I don't feel like it, bro. I'm not 100%. I'm not ready to go to the bar and have fun. I live here every day in Southeast Asia. I'm trying to save money, but have a quality experience. Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. When you airdrop in, Jay, into Cebu, and you spend months with all these girls on Facebook and Facebook dating and all this, and you have all these contacts set up A, B, C, D, E, and F. That's what you do. That's your game. You know, you come in, you have all these girls you've been talking to for months, you line them all up, and then boom, 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 boom. You know, and then you go back and you go back to work, man. For me, I'm here every day, bro. So the monotony, you got to try and change things up and try and have different variety, you know, and travel around and have a good time. That's what I try and do. That's just what I like. But you like to stay there, have your fun, and then you go back home. That's it. So good for you,
That's why I was
man.
trying to introduce something different. Maybe the bathtub, both together.
I did
You know,
all that, bro. I did all that. I've done it all,
if
bro.
you did do it, if you
I've
didn't
done it
do it with me,
all, bro. Yeah, but that's too much to ask, bro. The Stillman Doctrine from what's that say? Celibate in the Philippines, $10. Thank you very much. Stillman Doctrine, heads and rice for maximum return. Yeah, exactly. This guy, listen, this guy is all about ROI, return on investment. You know, meet him on Facebook. You know, buy him fish head and a rice. You know, but sometimes you'll cook a chicken curry, right? You're gonna go above and beyond, cook a
hey, I
chicken
took a good
curry,
chicken
some
curry.
steamed
You tasted
rice.
it.
You
You
know,
liked it. You liked it.
yeah, it's pretty
You
good. It's
tasted
pretty
it.
good. Chicken curry, and then you line them up. That's good, man. It's you got what you got,
I'm
bro.
actually a bit of a
I line up a lot
romantic
of.
guy,
I hook
though.
up a
I
lot
like
of
to be
girls. I don't
romantic.
talk about it.
I like to be a bit romantic sometimes. I actually like cooking for them and stuff like that, and having a bit of a romantic dinner and settling in, and then having some fun. I actually enjoy cooking for a woman, especially if she's a good-looking woman. I just actually enjoy it. Listening to some music, drinking some drinks, and I'm cooking a chicken curry. I'm doing the spicy pork and all the rest of it. And the red panties come off, and I break out the red horse. Not no fancy Don Perignon or anything like that. It was just red horse here. But I tell you what, it does the trick. Let me tell you.
Yeah, because
Well, thanks for the
you get them
donation
all
there,
loose, bro.
Celebrate
Get
the
them all loose,
Philippines.
bro.
$10. What a legend.
Get them all loose, bro. Well, you do a great job at it. That's the bottom line. You get a lot of you get a lot of get a lot of encounters, bro, for very little investment. That's all that
Yeah, but
matters.
I'd like to share the girl I'm with now that I'm meeting up when I arrive, and goddamn, she is fucking one smoker. I wish I could add the photo here. What would be good if YouTube made it so you could actually add photos in the chat? Because I tell you what, this one here that I'm hooking up with when I arrive, boys. Don't worry, I'm gonna get her on camera, and you're gonna go, God damn, but innocent, lovely girl, absolute lovely girl, beautiful.
Farm fresh, farm fresh from the province, huh? Farm fresh from the province.
No, she's actually not far from the province. She's a church girl, which is good. And
Will you pay her transportation? Are you going to pay her transportation?
well, no, I'm actually going to be staying right near where she lives anyway, so she can basically just walk over to my apartment. So where I'm going to be staying anyway.
Oh,
So it's
this is at the location you're going to go. You already
yeah,
decided where you're going. Okay, I kind of had an
yeah,
idea.
and she's
Yeah, I'll be
pretty
down there,
good.
bro. I'm gonna be down there. I'll be down there. Was that the same place you rode around like at chariots on fire? Like, take me
No,
to
no,
the pussy. Take me
we're
to the
not in and
pussy.
out, not in and out. But I'll give you just a hot tip. I'll give you the hot tip, boys. She's got four sisters, and they're all just like her, and they go to church. They're actually nice women, very nice women, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think this might be the one. I might be tying the knot and getting married, boys. I'm getting to that stage where I just
Tie the
might tie the
knot.
knot.
Tie the
I'm not
knot.
MJ rolling into town and meeting a girl for 3 months and get married. But Oh, Jay, man, I might be just settling down now, you know. I'm getting at that age now, and I'm thinking, you know what I mean? I just can't go around just banging fucking whores and sluts and
Lie, lie,
stuff like
lie,
that.
lie,
I
lie,
actually
lie,
want to.
lie, lie.
I actually do want a really good, down to earth, genuine girl that is God fearing and does as they're told and hasn't slept with every fucking bloke. That's what every bloke wants, you know what I mean? And I think I'm at that stage now where I've had my fun. I've had fantastic fun in the Philippines since 2015. I've had a 10-year fucking reign, and it's cost me absolute nothing except my airfare over there. Fuck, the places I ran are just $200 fucking butt fuck nothing. So a steady workbench, you know what I mean? I
Who
go out and
forget?
have
Who
some
can make
fun.
million? Who forget your beautiful Magnolia complex? Your beautiful Magnolia apartment with that English guy, the English guy you rented it from, and of course Barry is your roommate. I mean, that was off the chain, bro. That was some of the greatest YouTube of all time.
There you go.
That whole season of Jay and Barry season one was epic, epic, epic.
I actually hooked Barry up with that place, and he fucking shit on me.
What a surprise, bro. Barry shit on you. What a surprise.
That was Matt Wilkie's place, right? I said to
Yeah,
Matt
Matt Wilkie.
Wilkie,
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
I said, listen, look, Barry wants to rent the room beside us and stuff like that. And see, Matt didn't ask me for a deposit or anything like that. He said, no, good, just pay your rent and all the rest of it. I don't need a deposit off you, cool. But when I said Barry's going to move in and stuff, he can rent that unit and stuff next door to me. Straight away, Matt's like, he's going to pay a deposit. I'm not letting him move in unless he pays a deposit. And that's why Barry had to live with me for about 3 weeks until he got his check so he could pay Matt a deposit so he could stay there. And then, yeah, we had some good times there and stuff like that. And, you know, back in the day, this is back in 2016, mind you. This is like, fuck, 2016, 17. We're talking 8 years ago. This was going down, you know. This is a
That
long
was some of
time
the
ago.
greatest
It's
YouTube of
fucking
all
long
time. That was the ultimate YouTube bachelor pad. That was like the pioneering of a YouTube. Everyone talks about a YouTube bachelor pad. You guys did it like pioneers. You're like the first to do it, you know. First to do it.
Dan, I'll
Internet Monster
never
in the
do
chat.
it again.
I know Jay and Monster. We're neighbors at Urban Decker Homes in Cebu.
Yeah, so anyway, I've talked to old mate, the gay guy, right? So I'm actually moving into the apartment in the next block next to you, actually. I've already got it all hooked up.
Cool. Oh, so you're coming back to Mandawi? I didn't know that. Okay.
I'll be there for 4 to 5 days, sorry. I'll be there. I'm just going to catch up with some old girls that want to catch up. And then I'm going to have some fun first. And I'm going to meet up with the beautiful, darling girl, get married. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have fun first. So I'm going to
You
go there
see,
first.
you're going to dirty your dick, and then you're going to go. You're going to put it in the church girl. Is that what you're trying to
Not
say?
at
What?
all.
What?
I'm coming there to see you, bro. I'm going to be
You're
right
going to
next
come
door to
down.
you.
You're
But
going to come
honestly,
down and
I can
ground
open
and
up. I've
pound
already
for a
said.
week, and you're like, "It's time to go to church. It's time to go to church."
I've already hooked it up with old mate where I can open my window up and I can look straight into your window. When I
Oh,
open
you
my
can't
window,
see. I got
I've
blacked out,
already got
bro.
the apartment hooked up right up the top there, so I can open my window and I can see right into your window.
Oh, that's scary, bro. That's scary. Oh
So
my
you,
God! And you're gonna put that sound device up and everything, so you can monitor and everything. Oh, that's
yeah, don't
great,
worry
bro. That's
about
great,
people,
bro.
Tom.
I ain't worried about it.
I'll be worried about Wank and Willie. You know, so I'll be walking around seeing what you're doing. You know what I mean? But so yeah, I'll be there for about 4 days, maybe 5 days. There's a few people I'm going to catch up with and stuff like that. Just friends like yourself,
Brevis,
Breevers, and
Barry,
a
you going to
few
see
girls
Barry?
I
Are
want to catch
you going
up
to see
with.
Barry? Are you going to the
Yeah,
detention center to see Barry and
I
Frank?
might just roll in to go see Barry and
And Frank
say
and
hello.
Frank. What if Barry and Frank
Yeah,
were
well,
there
Frank will
together?
probably be there too as well, and I'll just whip that camera out and put it right in his fucking face. Right in his fucking face.
What if he tells you, put it down, put away the camera, put away the
Get
camera,
off my
boy?
lawn, he'll say. Get off my lawn. Don't say this ain't your lawn.
Oh my god!
Fuck him.
Wow, I saw the hottest Russian girl ever, bro. Holy shit! Wow.
But I think
Well, it's good to
Frank's
see
got
you.
about
Text me the dates, bro.
30
Text me the
days
dates.
left. I think Frank's got about 30 days left, hasn't he?
Yeah, the clock starts as soon as he receives the papers.
Yeah,
So the
so
clock
everyone's
starts
on
on his
that.
detention,
And
on his
it's
arrest.
been
So
a hell of an effort, and everyone's got involved. It's been fantastic from people that didn't contribute and people that did contribute in their own ways behind the scenes and all the rest of it. It's been a sterling effort, I must say. This guy's been raining his bullshit for fucking 8 years, and everyone's had a fucking absolute gutful of it. And it's good to see that the community's come together to see an asshole get the ass. It's been
yeah,
great.
he's gonna get it.
It's time to
He's
say
gonna get it,
goodbye.
bro.
And I sang a song the other night. I was playing the guitar as you heard me sing that song. And I'd just like to say, Ricky, I wrote that myself. You know what I mean? I hope you
Oh, what
guys
a
like
great
that.
job, bro. You're gonna sing that in church. You're gonna go to the church. My name's Jay. I'm from Australia, and I'm here for this beautiful girl. Ding, ding, ding. I
No, what I'm
never
going to do
did
is
anything wrong. I love God.
no. I am a gentleman. Like some people might think I'm pricks and all the rest of it, but the truth is, when I'm with a night, like I've never ever treated any girl badly in the Philippines, ever. If you guys watch my videos and girls that hang around with me and that, they've had a good time. I've never ever mistreated a Filipina ever, and there's not one Filipino will step up to the plate and say I've done otherwise. You know what I mean? So if I really like a girl, I will go that extra mile. I'm not saying I'm going to spoil her and all the rest of it and ruin her, but I will go that extra mile to make sure she's comfortable and make sure that she's loved and looked after, as a man should. But at the end
Yeah,
of the day,
you do a great
yeah,
job. That's why they all come back for more. They all come
yeah,
back
I've
for more,
never
right?
ever
I mean,
mistreated.
they
They
all come
come
back for
round,
more, right?
they have
They're not gonna.
fun, they
Remember, I was
eat.
there. I was there. I had to pay one. I had to pay a girl. Remember, Apple and me were at the door, and you're like, "Come get her." You get, and then Apple and me had to pay her the money to leave. Remember that? She was there. She wanted you so bad. We had to pay her to go, bro. We had to pay her
That's
to
right.
go, bro. Remember
That's
that?
right. Yeah, I remember that. I
And
remember
then
that.
then
And
you had the other
that's not
girl
the
in there.
only
The
one.
other
There's
girl's
been
like
many like that.
the other girl's like, wow, thanks for helping us out. I'm Jay's girlfriend. Yeah, you are, sure.
That's what I mean. And there's many like that. You see, if you have to pay him to leave,
Uh,
it's you know what I mean. But that situation doesn't happen all the time. But like I said, I've never ever mistreated a girl in the Philippines. And like Frank likes to say, "Oh, Jay just uses girls and he abuses them and all the rest of it." It's like, Frank, come on now, man. Everyone that's watched my videos and said, do the girls look like they're being abused? They're having fun. They're singing. They're eating. They're dancing. They're having lots of fun, Frank. You know what I mean? They're not getting abused at all. So this thing about abusing girls and taking advantage of them is just not the case at all. If anything, they're taking advantage of me, really, my kindness. Uh,
and generosity in
yeah,
your
being a good guy,
your hard
right?
earnings.
You know,
You work
and
hard there. You
some
work hard
girls,
every
if
day.
they're upset and they want to go, I'll just, here's your taxi fare. I'll pay for a taxi so you can go home. I'm not an animal. I don't just throw them out the door and say, get out of here. Bring the next one in. That's not happening at all, man. I don't do
Kitchy
that
Kim.
here.
Yeah, what happened
Certainly
to
don't
Kitchy
do that.
Kim? What happened to Kitchy Kim? And what? I gotta go, bro. I gotta go, man. All right, you gotta go, bro, because my clock or the battery's out.
All right, take care. But I'm looking forward to
All right,
that fucking
man.
bath together, all right?
Text me.
Soapy bath. Me and you,
Just
boy. It's coming.
yeah, but anyway, text me your dates, bro. I need to know the dates.
I'm there
So
soon. I'm just across from you. I'll throw rocks at your window.
text me the dates. 'Cause, I need to know. All right, bro.
Later.
Later, bro. Thank you. Hey, hold on, I got to plug this in real quick. I'm gonna die. All right. Anyway, 62 in the chat. Thank you, J Real Deal Stillman. Thank you very much, Jay. Go to his channel, Real Deal. What a YouTube legend, Jay Real Deal. His channel was off the charts. Back in 2015. He was back on during Peter Van Dever days with Steve Montelli, and he was like a pioneer in the Philippine YouTube community. He was viciously attacked by a crime family led by Philly in the Philippines. Philly in the Philippines actually led a crime family trying to take down all these YouTubers so he can get bigger audience viewers. And it was just disgusting, Philly in the Philippines, and this crime family's conduct on a lot of these guys just trying to, do YouTube back in 2015, 16. Man, just disgusting. That's why I feel in the Philippines, in my opinion, the most disgusting, nasty, horrible, despicable scumbag out there, bro. If you ask me, that's the truth. Anyway, let's order. Big boy.
How much you let me go, beef?
Medium well.
Medium well.
And I take a takeaway. I'll take away.
Take away now?
Yeah, so big boy, and I take. No, I eat here. Never mind. Here. Big boy, and let me see here. Sweet potato fry.
Sweet potato fry.
Yeah. And one spicy wedge.
Spicy way?
Yeah. Okay. Takeaway. I take takeaway. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Now, what happened to Kitchi Kim and Phil and Mike, bro? Phil and Mike. Remember that they were the pair. I think Kitchi Kim was his spiritual advisor. And anyway, the burger I'm getting here. I'm here at the what's this called? Big Boys Burger Club. I saw a bunch of MMA fighters. This Phuket here, Huawei Phuket itself is a big UFC MMA location for fighters to train here, live cheaply. They get a one-year Muay Thai visa, and they go to fight. They do all their training here, so it's a great place for them to go. But I'm getting this burger right here, the Big Boy Burger. There it is, Big Boy Burger, the Big Boy Burger. And it has a cheese, beef, and a bacon. Our signature. What happened? Anyway, and then I'm getting two fry because they're all their portion size is small. But I have the condiments in my room. But anyway, bro. Thanks for all the super chat, everybody. I appreciate it so much. God bless everybody for the super chat. This Phil and Mike, man. So this Phil and Mike had a video, and he had on this guest. This black guy. He's a veteran, and he's basically the Bubba. He's a Bubba Gump of the Philippines YouTube community, bro. This guy, bro, is the Bubba Gump of the Philippines YouTube community. Where the hell is the video? Oh, it's gone, bro. Wow, what happened to the video? Who watches all this stuff? That's my question. He totally screwed up the... Oh, you can't even tell where he is, bro. Anyway, whatever, bro, whatever. Anyway, we got a big decision to make right here on Sunshine's shoulders. And, whether we're going to pursue it or not. Probably not going to do it. Probably just give up on it. And... truth of the matter is everyone's tired of the drama and the hate and the negativity. It's time to move on to bigger and better things, which is, what do they call it? E-begging drama. Creating an e-begging drama, like I was talking about, using the AI to your advantage in order to get in the newspapers and do stuff like that, and then they get everyone all excited, and then you get on there, I really need your help, and then we all get to watch it in real time, you know, as people around the world and people like, you know, come into the chat and they're like, oh, I want to help. I want to help. You know, what can we do? You're like, oh, yeah, he's in big trouble. And then we get to watch it all in real time, bro. I mean, why not, bro? It's not, you know, it's not fraud. It's not theft. It's not anything illegal. It's just like uh, you're trying to sell your problems on you're trying to sell everyone your problems, you know. You have all these problems and you're trying to sell it to everybody that you need help, you know what I mean? And then you actually get to watch it in real time in the chat or in the newspaper or in a Daily Mail, for example, Daily Mail article, and then you can see all the other YouTubers talking about it, and then everyone gets excited because, you know, wow, they're like, really, people are buying in. The next thing you know, you get a $5,000 donation, bro. You're like, yeah, party time. You know, let's go to the fucking Soapy. I know. Oh, you fucking off the charts, bro. Where's the heck? No one's chatting, bro. Hold on. What's going on now, bro? Everyone, hold on for a second, bro. Hold on for a second, bro. Sir, you have a Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi? I think so. All right, so let's try it again. Rebound. All right. Anyway, anyway, yeah. So I got big plans in the future about my new channel, Too Fat to Kidnap, live from the Red Zone. You know, because I think it's going to take off, bro. And then especially if I can get a YouTube girl, if I get a YouTube girl on that, you know, likes YouTube, you know, she's looking for another YouTube boyfriend, and then parlay all that into like a drama channel where, you know, and then we go out and try and help people, and you know, we find go out there and try and help people in the community or whatever, you know, we always help others before we help ourselves. Like Calvin Sunshine Shoulders. You sit out there with a spin wheel, you know, like spin the wheel, and you know, you do all this crazy stuff, bro. And then you find some girl that's in the open relationships, and then she's like talks to the girl, and then brings her in, and then like, yeah, let's just go hang out. Okay, daddy, you know, it's okay, okay. And then you're like, you're doing next thing you know, you're having all kinds of fun, you know, with all the locals, bro. I got big plans, bro, for this community. That's all I got to say, bro. I don't know why the chat's not working. What is going on my channel, bro? Maybe I lose the channel. Oh yeah, I'm even offline there, bro. Anyway, I'm gonna go because my channel's broke, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay alert, stay alive. Thank you for all the super chat. God bless you around the world. And I'm gonna go find a girl, and then see if I can get her on, and then actually do a real date. Will it work? Probably not, but you never know. You know, ching ching. Anyway, everybody have a great day. Take care, and stay alert, stay alive.